Evening all. Good to see everybody in the room. Yes, we are here. And just for all of those that thought I was a little bit late, yes, I was only a couple of minutes late. I was just grabbing a quick bite to eat before we start and a quick hello to the neighbours next door. Their kids are going to jump on the stream, so keep it down for the first hour, boys. StreamYard link is up in the chat if you want to come and join us on. Got to say a quick hi. Crazy Dad Biker, he's here. Getting up with Simon. I think Simon's on his way in a little while. Quick hi to the boating biker bird. Dino, he's here. Andy GSA Tractor's here as well. And just to say hi, a big congratulations to Crazy Dad Biker. He's actually passed his mod 2, so he's going to get his bike out for the weekend. So well done to you. And we are still catching up with the YouTube. Andy's done a load of videos. If you haven't gone and seen Andy GSA Tractor's videos, I've yet to watch the latest one. Quick hi, Exeter's here as well. So hi to Exeter. Quick hi to Curious Goose as well. He's chasing, obviously, Rhythmic down. If you haven't subscribed to Curious Goose, go and give him a like, a follow, and a subscribe on that. We're going to try and get him the next one up to 500 as well. And obviously, Andy GSA Tractor. Now, there are loads and loads of things that I'm going to cover tonight. So I've got loads to get onto. But as I say, StreamYard link is up there, guys. Come and join me on the stream. The more people that I've got in the room, the more I can discuss certain subjects. There are loads and loads of subjects to cover this week. Exit is going to be in on these. Quick hi to Greg Goddard as well. So Greg's just joined us in the room. Evening, Greg. Quick one I am going to mention is Sunday is the Super Sausage Ride Out from Eclipse. So obviously we missed out on it last week due to the wife's birthday, but we are going to be doing it this Sunday. So hopefully if you're about on Sunday, 9 o'clock down at Eclipse Motorcycles, ride down to the Super Sausage, and hopefully Jay, Crazy Dad Biker, is going to come down. He's going to come and have a little bit of fun and a ride out with us. Hoping that Andy is going to be joining us as well from either the Dog Stanglies or he's going to be coming out from the front room. So get yourself on the stream, Andy. God knows where Simon is tonight. He's normally straight in on the stream at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to crack on with this. There are a couple of things, and obviously you can comment in the side chat. Leave all your messages down there. We'll try and get through as many questions as we like. And I'm going to try and fire a couple towards Exeter. Now, the big thing at the moment is obviously there's a lot of bike theft going on. And there was a big issue on MCN this week about bike security. And obviously they are asking the question, are ground anchors or just a chain the best things to use? Now, obviously at home, I have my, I've got a Mammoth chain. I've got the 1.8 meter one with a big heavy duty chain and lock on it. I actually put my wall anchor into the brickwork, and I've got those big bolt out masonry bolts that go all the way through it. So they help a lot better. And what I ended up doing was getting my friend round with his welder just to put some weld round the top of the bolt head, so you cannot get a socket onto those bolt heads with the little caps on there. The only way that you are going to get on that is by obviously sticking an angle grinder through the chain or sticking it on the wall. But obviously with the where it is positioned and down the side of the house, you are not getting my bike out for love or money. You're going to end up making good noise on that. So ground anchors are good. Especially a big heavy duty like you see on there. But if you're going to get just a normal cheapo ground anchor, stick it in your brickwork, big masonry bolts on that, expanding ones with the bolt on that swells up into the brickwork, and you are not getting a crowbar or anything behind that, and bang a weld or even take a file to it and round off those bolt heads. Quick hi to Rhythmic. Evening, Grant. Now, just to let you obviously know, if you haven't seen Grant's latest video where he goes out to the Hawkstone, we're going to talk a little bit later when I get the boys on about this, but obviously with the mental anxiety, depression, and mental health awareness and everything, hopefully Brandon's going to pop in as well. We're going to cover a little bit of mental health awareness because everybody has down days, good days, bad days, and a lot of people suffer from it. Most of the guys in the room all suffer from that as well. So we're going to cover that subject a little bit later on. Mine's in the garage with all the tools and my angle grinders on the wall. So yeah, if you do want to nick a Beamer, I'm going to cover BMWs a little bit later on. I'm going to mention a quick one from Greg. He's just asked, why has the price of Lexmotos gone up? It's not just Lexmoto, it's all brands of bikes. And the simple reason being, containers out of China are struggling. Exeter will back me up on this one. So your container price used to be around about £2,000 per container to get stuff into the country. The container price has now gone up to about £6,000 to £8,000 per container. Now, obviously, Lexmotos, you can pack a lot more Lexmotos into a container than you can with a Kawasaki, a BMW, or one of the big Hondas. And obviously, speaking to the local Honda dealer, we actually said to him, he said, what is it actually like getting stuff out of, obviously, China or Japan across to us? He said, it's absolutely crazy. The new Africa Twin has jumped £800. If you're looking at the Kawasaki's ZX10s and all the latest ZX range, is now up to, I believe, a ZX10 has just jumped £1,200. Quick one, yeah, Exit has just commented 2.5K and it's now 10.5K. So yeah, that container cost has obviously got to be passed on to the end user, which is why obviously container prices are going up. BMW from China, I don't think so, no, but I'm just saying, you know, obviously the size of bikes packing into containers does count on how many they can get into a container. So the more you can get in. Quick one as well for Andy. I'm just going to cover this. Andy's going to probably do his crust about this, but who cares? The latest thing, obviously, on MCN, they are looking at launching 3 new GS models coming out in about the next 6 months. BMW service website reveals the future plans. So 3 new GSs on the way. What they are going to be, I do not know. So he just said, yeah, you could fit 5 Lexmotos to 1 BMW. Yeah. Quick one from Andy. Is that fake? I don't know, because obviously it's been blasted all over the MCN pages, and they're saying, oh, check out the new GS. If you haven't seen Andy's GS, it is a very, very nice bike. I had to sit on that, and I am swayed when I sort of have enough of the obviously the latest thing. With the GTR, I might go BMW, I might go Cruiser, but I did like sitting on Andy's bike with all the bells and whistles on that, and that is a perfect touring bike. If you haven't seen his videos around the Brecon Beacons, go and check out Andy's latest videos. Dino, fake news. There was one up today. Someone has actually said I managed to get 110 out of my Lexmoto, and they all said, how the hell did you do that? I fueled it on the new E10 fuel. And added some methanol to it, and I managed to get 110 out of my Lexmoto. I was like, yeah, as if. That was before 12 o'clock today, so we knew it wasn't happening. 1300cc on its way, but was told by BMW next year. But we look forward to seeing what that is, obviously, with that new one. I am going to cover this quickly, because obviously if you haven't seen if you do follow MCN like I follow MCN, I tend to get mine online every week. The Top Mountain Museum that was out in Austria, that was completely destroyed back in January I think it was 2021. 330 bikes ended up going up in flames, and loads of people contributed bikes and helped to rebuild it, and it's due to reopen for the summer. So if you happen to be going out touring in Austria and you want to look at a bike museum, that is now back up. I think it's called the Top Mountain Museum or something like that, motorcycle museum, but that's in Austria. So that is all back up and running now. So that's all good on that one. I'm just going to post this link up one more time. So StreamYard link is up on the side, guys. If you want to come and join me in the chat, you're very, very welcome to do so. If you are following, I'm just going to pop. You can't say rude words in the room, Jay. Is like the world is full of dicks. I know. There we go. So that is up on YouTube now. Exeter paint thinners was the thing back in the day who had loads of power. I'm not sure if anyone heard of that thing before. I remember people saying that they used to be able to put kerosene in a bike, or it was in an engine, and you could get more to the gallon. But obviously, with what's going on with anything going around, then obviously the old ministry get involved where it's on the old fuel duty. Quick one from Boat. Anyone knowing how does cylinder reboring? I don't actually know. I think Andy might know. Obviously, speak to Darren. down at HBB. He may know a man that does. Or, oh God, the guys that are out towards Wadden, they normally do sort of stuff like that. Holland Engineering, he might be good to obviously have a chat to as well. So have a chat with the boys down at Holland Engineering. Quick one, Away You Go is in the room. And Howie's just joined us as well. I'll wait till TMF reads it out. Yeah, exactly. So TMF normally covers all of that. He actually had his bike in for MOT today. I don't know whether it passed or failed. Yeah, Andy's just said, ask Darren Spears, HPB Motorcycles. He's probably the man to ask about engines. We don't even get into that sort of thing. We deal with just bike sales, servicing, and all that sort of stuff. So if you do want to obviously chat to the man about it, you can do so. Just answer a couple of quick test messages that Uncle Red has got a new video out. So he's just messaged me to say his new video is out. He's cleaning his bike. Couple of YouTube comments. I will answer them later. However, me too. Yeah, so we'll do. That's all sorted out on that one. And the final one, obviously, with all the issues that went on with Norton Motorcycles, the quick one that popped up on MCN, and I'm like, can't believe this guy actually got away with it. Stuart Garner. It's like, Stuart Garner's been sentenced. Yes, he has. He got an 8-month suspended sentence for all that pension scam. So, yeah, he got away with it. How he got away with it is probably because he's greased a few pockets on the way through. So that's all the thing that's been going on the MCN. Bane Biker, is that Hearts Beds Bucks near Dunstable? That's the one. He's on the Tring Road in Dunstable. And obviously, 50 quid to clean mine and tea. So, yeah. Darren is very, very good at doing his bikes down there. And if you haven't noticed, he's got himself a GTR as well. So, where do we go from here, boys? If you want to come and jump in on the room, come and jump in. I'm sitting here on my lonesome at the moment. I'm just waiting for a few people who obviously turn up tonight. Special guests as well. With a bit of luck, they'll all jump in the room shortly. Away you go. I did it. Oh, God, no. Away you go. Delete. You can actually try and retrieve it, I think. So if you contact YouTube, they should be able to pull your channel back for you. Because normally you can put it to sleep for about the first week. But obviously have a chat with them. I don't know how YouTube works if you actually go in and delete an account. Yeah, what First Class One Garner is. Exactly. Yeah, agree on that, Exeter. Yeah, cheers, Andy. Down the road from me. Yeah, it's on the Tring Road. That is down in Dunstable. If you just Google HBB Motorcycles, yeah, there's no bike sense either. He's got to buy himself a GTR. He should have got himself a Beamer. But you never know. You never know. He might decide to. Obviously, he did have a nice rocket in there, but I think he's sold that one. I've tried, so I've started over again. Paste your link up into the room away, and we will. We'll get everybody to give you a follow in the room tonight. So if you haven't clicked the thumbs up, 25 people watching for only 5 thumbs up, guys. Go on, start clicking those thumbs up. Quick one for you. And Harley Fatboy Jr. is in the room. Aloha, family. Yeah, good to see you in the room, buddy. Couple of quick ones. Obviously, we've got a load of 125s that I'm going to try and get out. I had a lot of people said to me that Katana that you rode. Yeah, the customer, he's got that one. He's also got it's an R65 LS back from the 1980s. So we're currently working on that one. But hopefully we shall have that one up and running, get out and get a test ride on that. And I spoke to the customer, obviously it's got the Katana. He's looking to have it resprayed. He's going to get rid of the orange on it. He's going to go back to the original Katana colours on that one. Exit, if it's gone, it's gone. You can pause. I know you can pause it, but yeah, if you delete it, that's it. So yeah, I know you can pause it, but I didn't know what happened if you deleted it. So obviously away you go. Bang your channel up. Quick one. Harley Fatboy Journey. I was on that sub fan. So if you haven't followed Harley Fatboy, go and jump on his channel. Give him a follow. Going to say a big hi. Ponkster is in the room, guys. So evening, Ponk. Good to see you, buddy. One more time, I'm going to post up the StreamYard link. So come and join us on the channel. Come and have a chat. Come and have a little bit of Friday night fun. and I'm going to try and get through as many of these questions that I've got here. Now, we had a couple of questions that came in to me on my WhatsApp. He said, before you go on the stream, can you discuss this? And I went, yes, I will. The Lexmoto Cypher, and I know it is the bane of Simon's life. He absolutely hates electric bikes. Now, customers bought electric Cypher, and it's the second question I've had. Obviously, one of our people had a Cypher. He sold the Cypher to another person, transferred the warranty, and then the guys obviously phoned us to have a look into some warranty work. He said, the thing is, it's full charge, got it in restricted mode, but it's only doing 8 miles and using 40% of the battery. And I said, it sounds to me like your battery is draining. Has the previous customer ridden it in unrestricted mode? Because straight off the box, it's invalidated your warranty. And he went, I do not know. I said, it sounds like it's been invalidated, but you won't know unless you've done a diagnostic scan on it. When did the bike last have a service? It's never had a service since day one. So automatically straight out of warranty. Oh, all right. I'll just buy another battery. How much is the battery for that bike? £1,074 for the new battery. So obviously he's not going to be buying the battery for that. So I said, only thing to do is obviously take it to a dealer. Will be chargeable job, but it could be your battery's knackered. It could be your controller's wrong. If you haven't had it serviced and reset up, then that is going to be your issue. And as I always say, if you've got an electric bike, don't ride it outside of its parameters by trying to alter it or de-restrict it, because you are going to cause huge, huge issues. Now, there was an electric up on, I think it was one of the giveaway channels. I think it's this Rev Comps or something. And they were trying to sell tickets on an Energica Ego. And everybody's like, electric bike, not interested. Don't want it. That page is just for petrol heads. So the only thing is, obviously, people are only buying 1 or 2 tickets. I went in and bought 20 of the damn things. I'm like, oh, I don't mind an electric bike, and I've tried the Ego out, and that is a mental bike. Quick one from Harley. Appreciate the love. So yeah, there are some great guys in this room. So Andy, Crazy Dad Biker, Exeter, Ponkstat. There are normally a lot more that pop into the room. So we've got Lockwood, Zedhead, Burning Gas, Hauling Gas. They'll all pop into the room a little bit later. Don't be brain dead and buy an electric bike. Electric isn't going to be the future at the moment, because there are just not enough charging points around the country to pop in, charge your bike up. You have to go down the local garage or buy yourself a controller or have it wired into your house mains. So at the moment, electric 50. It's a 50-50 world. Oh, and Andy's in bed as well, so you should be getting on this stream, Andy. Come and join us. You ain't got time to go sitting around there. But as I say, guys, StreamYard link is up. If you do want to come and jump on that StreamYard link, as it's going to be a very, very short show tonight. Top Gear is now top plug. If you haven't seen, I'm going to push that out as well. Wolf Tales, the new episode of Wolf Tales has just come out. So if you haven't seen the latest episode of Wolf Tales featuring Rhythmic and Uncle Red, go and check that out. Wolf Tales is a very, very good watch at the moment. It's like the biking equivalent of Top Gear. And Grant, when he's on air, just sets it off as well. Or Towagee's diesel generator. If you had a BMW, you could be able to do that as well. We've got enough towing power with a BMW to, as Rhythmic says, definitely go check it out. I'm still to watch the latest version. I've got 2 videos to watch tonight. One is the latest Wolf Tales, and the one is Andy's last video that he's put up, I think about 5 or 6 hours ago. Where he's doing his final ride. So I've watched the first 3. The videos just get better and better. And there's some great roads up there. That one thing I did find, Andy, who the hell puts a bloody manhole right on the corner of a road? If you haven't seen that, go and watch the Brecon one, part 3. You get the idea of manholes on the corner of manholes right on the middle of a corner. Quick one, Burning's in the room as well. So Burning Gas, Hauling Gas is in the room, everybody. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, go and jump on that as well. So it's good to see you. Quick one for you, Gareth. If you are about, mate, come and join us on the chat, because I'm single crewed here at the moment. All the boys have deserted me. and I'm sat here in my best t-shirt as well. I will flash it off before he comes in the room tonight. Just a quick one for you. There we go. Lockwood 92 t-shirt. So I'm sat in my new Lockwood 92 t-shirt as well. So that'll keep him happy. Going to watch an episode either tonight or tomorrow. I've got to tell you, yeah, everybody is catching up on videos at the moment. Even I think Gareth was playing catch up as well. So he was watching a load of videos today. But that's that as well. Ones that I am watching at the moment, and I've picked up on a couple of quick ones. I did notice this week, because obviously Ben from Bikes, Beards and Brews messaged me. He said, "You haven't mentioned me on your channel." And I went, "Are you not in the description down the bottom?" No, he is not. So I've added him onto the bottom of my channel as well. Couple of quick ones for you. If you don't know, Tins on Tour, Sean has got rid of the Africa Twin, and he's got rid of his other bike as well. So he's looking for a new bike as well at the moment. So yeah, I'm a ghost. I did have someone said to me, "Have you tried this thing called Reface?" And I'm like, I do little bits of it. And he said, "There's a couple of great videos." So I went and did Ghost Rider last night, just prattling around. But we had a little bit of fun with that. Oh, quick one from James. Had someone try to steal my bike earlier this week. Oh, really? I hope you caught them. Or gave him a good ear bashing on it. So yeah, there is a lot of it going around at the moment. There was one, I think it was Oakley Motorcycle Club put it up, and then someone's got a Lex Moto Arizona, and they've driven it into the local brook. And I was like, what a waste of a bike, you know. A lot of these little oiks out there. We had a customer with an LXR. He's got electrical issues. And all they did was literally pull the side cover off and got in with a couple of tin snips and tried snipping his wiring to see if they could get the bike started. You're not going to do that by just going in there and just hacking at the wiring. You're not going to get it started. So the easiest way is straight in through that ignition lock, and that's going to take you a few. So he said, just let the police deal with it. Yeah, the idiot did it in front of the Ring camera in the middle of the day. Good, brilliant. So yeah, he's going to be right on it. Yeah, there is a lot of it going around, and obviously we always say to customers, if you are parking your bike up, park it up by the back wheel and put your chain round the back end. Simplest reason is disc lock on the front, little 50 or a 125 ped. If you've got a disc lock on it or a chain through the front wheel and there's nothing else supporting it, all they're going to do is pull up on a couple of big 300s, two up. They're going to put the passenger one hand through the handlebar, the other passenger through the other handlebar, bike's at an angle, and they're going to drag it off down the road with a straight back wheel. So that is the reason why you always secure the bike by the back end, because if it's steering locks on, it's going to go round in circles. And always see if you can find a good post to anchor up to. The other one we did see, there was 4 of them, and the guy actually chained it to a very, very high bollard. I think it was about a 5-foot bollard, and they actually picked the bike up. So the chain came off over the top of the bollard and just carried the bike away. So if you can find something like a bloody good lamppost to crack it onto, or you can find yourself one of these little cycle locks with the loops on it, stick it round one of them, bang your chain through the front of that. Boo is in the room. Evening, Rev, and all the people in the side chat. I believe Jay's passed you my number, Boo. So, you know, you're quite happy to give us a call or send me a message or whatever anytime you need me. And hopefully we might get Boo to come down to do the ride out Sunday from Eclipse. So weather permitting, it looks to be a good weekend this week. We had loads of snow yesterday, so I didn't manage to get out on any bikes. But hopefully Sunday is going to be a good one. We'll try and get Phil out with us as well. So Phil has said he's going to probably take the big VN 1600 Kawasaki out for a run, give that a run out down to the Super Sausage as well. So quick one. Let's put that StreamYard link up again, guys. So quick one. Hi to Leyland as well. He's in the room. Good evening. Oh, good to see you in the room, Leyland. Come along. Come and have a chat. Come and join the boys. Where we are. There we go. So working. There we go. And these ones are. I'm just rolling through a load of messages that I've got on these side chats. So quick one from Rhythmic. He said, luckily I've got a garage, but even in there, 3 chains, ground anchor, 2 disc locks. Stop the little buggers from getting away with it. Yeah. Seen 4 blokes, 2 metal bars, jump out of van, straight through the bike wheels, lift it straight in the van, all on CCP. Literally, it does take about 20 seconds to hook one of those little 50s away. If you haven't got it secured around a damn good lamppost, or or you do it. Someone actually said, is it worth just taking the wheels off your bike? Well, I don't think so, because they're just going to pick it up by the chassis and carry it off. As I always say, if you've got a big bike, straight through, either around the swing arm, through the back wheel, don't bother going around the front end, just back it up to something. Cheers, pretty much describes my life. Yeah, boating bike. Oh dear. Happy days, as they say. Couple of ones that I'm going to catch up on. Username Kate, she's on day 7. She is on the NC 500 at the moment. That was done a day ago. So Kate's on her way around the NC 500. I believe Andy and the boys are going up to do the NC 500 beginning or sort of end of May, beginning of June. So Andy's going to go off and do that. He's going to go up and meet the Scottish vloggers. Me and Simon to follow up the weekend after. And catch up with the boys. And he's just said, I'll take the lamppost, leave the 50. The lamppost will probably be worth more than the 50 if you actually get it in a perspective. Couple of other ones that are on the catch up as well. You've got Fentours, he's out riding the BMW S1000 XR. Is it better than the 1250 GS? I will leave that for Andy's opinion, because he is the BMW. And Simon he's just put a video up as well. Britannia, Adelphi, Liverpool. So I think he might be away on holiday or something. Premises has obviously got his new one running up as well. I haven't seen anything from Royal Jordanian in absolutely ages. Am I bothered? Not really. Same stuff, different week. Obviously, another good one is the Scottish guys as well that are out. White Rock Rider's got a new one out. But there was one of the Scottish ones that popped up onto my list. Oh, this is going to be quite a good one. Is obviously Biking Buddies. Cole Dutz has got a new one out as well. So you haven't seen Cole Dutz's latest one, go and have a look at that. And the Chronicles of Mr. Fish. So he's done his BOS meetup as well. That's went up about 2 hours ago. So loads to catch up with. Hells is in the room. So evening, Hells. Good to see you, buddy. Simon Brackett's just joined us as well. So evening, Simon. And Howie's just said the XR beats the GS. I will leave you and Andy to argue that one out. So Andy's, they're going up there on the 4th of June. So that is when they're going to be doing that. But obviously, Andy, your opinions, XR beats the GS. Let us know on that one. Just for anybody that has joined us recently in the room, StreamYard link is up one more time. Come and join us on the chat on the stream, and we shall see how we go on that one. Quick one. Loads of people coming in and saying, just messaging questions as well. There is one of the questions that I picked up on. Helmet Head. My dad wants to live like a monk. Helmet Head does some really, really good stuff, and it's a little bit wacky. It's a little bit zany. I haven't watched his video yet, but we shall see what he's got on his video on that one. Obviously, of course, the GSA 2 up, easy over the XR, exactly. I do like Andy's, obviously, GS. Apple AirTags can be messed with by anyone with an iPhone, so I'm told as soon as they go out of range of the iPhone, they're paired with. Yeah, so it's one of those. Do you get good security on your bike? Get yourself a decent chain or a lock, or do you invest in one of these tracker units? Now, obviously, the tracker units that you get, you can mount them anywhere under the seat. You can stick them up. You can put them in, wire them into the ignition. Bike gets moved, and then obviously the alarm goes off, or you get an alert on your phone that your bike is being moving. But you obviously got your monthly subscription. Is it worth it on a 50 or a 125? If you've got it on finance, I would say buy one of these cheap 35 quid trackers that you can stick it on and track it with your phone, and you haven't got to pay a charge to it. If you've got a bike that's sort of 10, 20 grand these days, would I stick a tracker on it? Bloody right, I'd stick a tracker on it. I'd have half a dozen on it. Quick one. Here we go. Andy's just said there, bike tracker, 98% return successfully. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you've got a big bike and you're spending a lot of money on it, then definitely go and spend the money. Gareth just said, considering I can track my luggage when I fly to Africa, that is another one, story for another day. As he says, But trackers on bikes, would you do you approve them? Yes, I would slam tracking gear on anything these days. Haven't got one on mine, but then again, it's in the garage. It doesn't move, and when it goes out with me, it's not going anywhere because I've got me remote round my neck, so no one is riding away with that. And I've also got the data tool on it as well. So all happy with that one. If you haven't seen, obviously, the latest video, we did pinch a couple of Andy's clips there and a couple of Simon's clips because I rebranded. I had a little rebrand. I got rid of the Ninja off the end of it. Still got the Ninja on the beginning, but obviously we've switched up to my GTR now. So I did obviously pinch a couple of Andy's clips and a couple of Simon's, but thanks, Andy, for the clip. I'm sure he didn't mind me pinching that. Quick one from Port. He said, opinions on the Lexmoto LXR 125 for a first 125 bike. And as I say, it's a 125. It's not going to be breaking speed limits with it. 55 to 60 mile an hour is a good speed to be maintaining on that. But the thing is, a lot of people that buy a 125 have no mechanical knowledge. They've got no service knowledge at all. They just literally want to put petrol in it and ride the damn thing from A to B as fast as they can. And that is the reason you get a lot of people complaining about China. Oh, the bloody thing's broken down again. Yes, it will be, because you're ragging it around like a lunatic. If you look after it, take care of it, spend time keeping it clean, keeping it maintained, keeping it serviced, and not riding it around like an absolute lunatic, it will save you a fortune and it will last you a good 5 to 10 years. Now, we've got a couple of customers. One's got an LXR 125. He's had it, I think, 4 years now. He's got 35,000 miles on it, and it is still going. Another one's put 18,000 on his, and unfortunately, he crashed it a couple of weeks ago. That was the incident with the Audi, Andy, if you remember that one. But as I say, any bike is a good bike as long as you're keeping it clean, keeping it maintained, and looking after the damn thing. If you're just going to rag it around like an absolute loon, then it's not going to last you. He just said, invoice you for the video clips. I'll buy you a beer next time. Rottweilers make good ground anchors, Howie. That's, yeah. Lana's just said, totally agree on that. Monthly subscribe, cheeky buggers. The only problems I've caused mostly, yeah. As with anything, Honda, we get a lot of kids that obviously, oh, I'm not touching a Lexmoto. They'll go out and get themselves a YZR 125, or they'll go and get a CBR 125, and they absolutely rag it around. Got one in, we've had one in this week, and he said, oh, my bike's not running. Can you have a look at it? How old's the bike? 3 months old. It's been dropped 4 times, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Gear selector's been broken. Came into us for a service. We serviced it, got it all sorted out, got the electrics sorted out. It took us a couple of hours to do it. He went away a happy customer and said, what do I do? Where can I get the panels? And I went, if you're going to keep dropping it, just stick with the scrape panels on it, because at the moment, you're going to learn. But you can tell by your tyres that you are pushing that bike too hard into the corners. And he's obviously ragging it around like an absolute loon, thinking it's going to be a MotoGP bike and you're going to get your knee down. You are not going to stick your knee down on a Lexmoto 125 unless you've got a couple of skills and you know how to get your knee down. I did it on the LXR 380, and I have had an LXR SE knee down at 35 mile an hour, but there is a knack to getting your body weight off that bike, trying to keep the bike a little bit more upright. Hanging off a 125, you're not gonna look like Marc Marquez. You're gonna look like a numpty 16-year-old. So ride the bike normally. Don't go try and knee down on a 125. Boo, LXR 125 SE never missed a beat. Boo's bike, and obviously Boo now rides the S1000RR BMW. But his LXR 125 SE was a great little bike, and he actually bought that from us. And Boo does look after his bike. 16 at the moment. Think of one for college that has a love me 50, but sucks going 28 on a 40 mile an hour road. I know. When you get to 17, obviously, probably one of the best ones that you could buy at the moment is a ZSB, because obviously Lexmoto prices have gone up. The ZSB is still the cheapest one out there. Or if you can get hold of a second-hand Arizona, which was the Michigan, Really good little bike to ride. And obviously one of our customers, he's building his Arizona from the floor up. Came in to buy a regulator this week, and I said to him, have you got it running? He said, it's all good apart from the fact it drains the battery. Need a regulator. He's gone to fit that, and he's hopefully going to come down and visit us tomorrow and bring that Arizona down. So if he does, I'm going to get some photos of that, because it is a 12-year-old bike, and he said it looks absolutely mint condition. He stripped it all the way back to bare frame, rebuilding it all. He said, I bought it as a crapper out of someone's garden. I've redone it all, rebuilt it, and it looks like it's a brand new bike. So it just shows you a bit of care and attention. You can back a bike out. Evening, Simon. Evening. Sorry I'm late. The wife was cooking. Yeah, okay. Ragged all my 50s and 250s. Yeah, T50s. Teenagers will be teenagers. I'll be yourself. Like, look after your bike, lad. Yeah, exactly. We all did it at 16, 17. I hammered round. Well, I couldn't say I hammered round, but I had a Pooch Maxi at 16, and I hammered the crap out of it because it wouldn't go more than 30 mile an hour. Even when you were pedaling and full throttle, you couldn't get any more out of the damn thing. And I obviously jumped straight on a ZX9. It'll kill you. It'll kill you. Never did. But all my mates used to be hacking around past me on their FS1Es and their SS50 Hondas, ribbing me to hell. And then as soon as I got to 17, I was ribbing them to hell because they all had RD250s and I had a ZX9. So payback on that. But, you know, it's all about respecting your bike, never riding past your limits, and just taking it nice and easy. Greg's hoping to get an LXS soon. So, yeah, good bike again. Rhythmic will tell you all about the LXS because he actually came to our shop and picked up one, and he did one of the first rides on it. His video has actually had more views than my first ride. So Rhythmic's one is really, really good. Yeah, Cooking Your Sock is a new one on me. Yeah. Quick one. Whatever happened to the Lexmoto Hawk? It was actually discontinued for the LXR. And if we've got any Lexmoto people in the room that have a Lexmoto Hawk, I have a full set of panels for that. We actually ordered the set of panels for one of those under warranty, and the customer went and obviously wrote the bike off the following week. So I've got a full panel set for a Hawk if anybody wants one, plus a load of tanks and bits and pieces. So quick one, Young Viking. There are, I tell you what, if you want to look after your bike, pop onto Exeter's videos and have a look at how he looks after his bike with ACF 50 or cleaning regimes. Exeter's very, very good at doing cleaning videos as well. So he's done a couple. Most of us out there, or if you just YouTube keeping your bike clean or bike maintenance, there are hundreds and hundreds of videos out there on how to keep your bike clean. But most of the guys in the room here, if you pop them a message, they will take you through exactly what to do. Simon's being rude, you dirty bugger. I'm going to paste the StreamYard link up for you, Simon. Rhythmic, he said, at 16, I wrecked my 50cc Logi. I ended up selling that at the local fire department. Yeah. There are some really, really good bikes out there. Tony's just said he's got a 9-year-old Vixen. Obviously, the Vixen and the Arizona both came out at exactly the same time. The Vixens, believe it or not, were very, very good money when they. I think they're about 1,200 quid when they first come out, and that was all in. So for just over £1,000 7 years ago, you could get yourself a little 125, and obviously the price has shot up now for 125s. But they were very, very good back then, and they're great. They're great little bikes. Burning Gas is on the way. Yeah, Greg, as Rick, Grant said, you'll love the LXS. Go and look at his ride on that one. Quick one. What shop do you work at? We are Eclipse Motorcycles, and we are based in Milton Keynes. You'll find most of the guys that are in this the side chat here are all from the local area. So Andy GSA Tractor is just down the road at Hemel. Simon GTR is Milton Keynes. Rhythmic's local area as well. Boo's just up the road from us, but most of the guys all know where we are. So Eclipse Motorcycles, Milton Keynes. If you just go on Facebook, just put Eclipse Motorcycles. There is a latest video. I put a video up today because I cleaned the showroom. I didn't clean Phil's box today, so I ended up cleaning the showroom, restacking all my bikes. But the showroom's looking quite good now, and we've got another load of bikes on the way to us. So I had to clear some room to get the other bikes. Quick one. Big up MK, the MK massive. KG's in the room. Evening, KG. Good to see you. Howie. Yeah, I'm not. Howie's down from Somerset. Exeter's obviously from Exeter. So Port. Yeah, he's up in Kempston, Bedford. So you're only just round the corner from us. Simon's here, quick-eyed. Cheeky bugger, Andy. Evening, Simon. How's your week been? You can take over and talk for a minute now.
Oh, I've spent the vast majority of my week in Liverpool, where they all talk funny. I would not recommend the Adelphi Hotel if you want anything modern or nicely appointed. It's very basic. It's supposed to be a 4-star hotel, very basic. But the staff there, second to none, absolutely brilliant. Zoe and Hannah from the Adelphi Hotel in Liverpool, thank you. I much appreciated what they did for me.
Yeah,
and I can let you all guess. I ain't telling you.
Yeah, Dino's from Luton, so another one down in Luton. Dino is obviously Diz Locks as well from the tattoo studio. He's down there. Lanan's down in the Surrey Hills. And just round the corner, Ivinghoe. So all in local area. So most of you guys are all sort of local area. As I say, the ride to Super Sausage is going to be this Sunday from Eclipse Motorcycles. If you want to come and join us, meet at 9. We leave at 9:30, and normally it's going to be either, if Simon's with us or Andy, they normally take up pack lead on that one. We're going to try and get Shelley and Steph down on that, and the guys from DMR as well. So that should be a good one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to decline Sunday because I've got our AGM meeting to go to. So.
Oh, of course, yeah. Quick one. Boost just said, Simon, have you still got your wheels?
Yes, I've still got them. They were parked up in Liverpool, rather safe and secure, thanks to Zoe and Hannah. Watch the video.
Oh, God, Paul, he said he won't be on tonight. I'm policing the mean streets of Bedfordshire. Have fun. Well, you're not as bad as Milton Keynes because we're on a section 90 down here.
Or section 60 or whatever it is.
Yeah,
stop and search. Yeah.
Yeah, stop and search.
Too many people being stabbed again. MK massive, yeah.
How far is Eclipse from the Sausage? I'd say about 8 to 10 miles. It's not that far.
Yeah, about 8 miles, 8, 9.
Yeah, 8, 9 miles. So yeah, nice, easy run down the dual carriageway. And
15 minutes, like Andy said. Yeah.
Yeah. Would come over, but going 28 to 35. Exactly. When you get your 125, come and join us. So yeah. Paul, whereabouts are you? So we all stay away. Paul will be doing his frisk searches later.
I've heard he got in trouble for them. Yeah. Well, he's in Luton and Dunstable, so everybody bugger off from Luton and Dunstable. Let's give him a quiet night, or everybody go to Luton and Dunstable and start doing donuts.
10 minutes now. Oh, crazy. Yeah, he said it's 10 minutes now. He's passed his mod 2.
Excellent. Well done.
Yeah, he done really, really well. Don't you'll see my sprint at the side of the road if it breaks down again. Yeah.
Well, it's a triumph, and it's bound to at some point.
Well, isn't that the one where you take an oil tray with you just to catch the drips?
Cat litter underneath wherever he parks, leave some cat litter.
Quick one, Paul. Paul. He lives in Luton, works in Dunstable. We were talking about Darren earlier, Simon.
Oh right, bless you.
Obviously about engine rebores, and I don't know if he gets into all that sort of stuff.
I don't know about rebores and that, but you can certainly strip an engine down and new pistons and things. And he stripped my gearbox out of my old Versys and rebuilt that. So I mean, he knows his stuff and he can do a lot of stuff. But I don't know if he can actually do the rebores because you've got to actually do the
Oh, Grant's just said Sprinty's got some new tyres and pads today.
Ooh.
Ooh, someone
The old ones go rotten in it because he wouldn't have worn it out, would he? Because he don't ride in the nasty weather. He's only out when it's sunny.
I did. We did an XJ6 service yesterday, full service on it. Banged the MOT out. Quick, very clean bike. And I gave it an ACF this morning. Customer turns up, takes the bike away. He phoned me half an hour later, and I went, "Oh," he said, "It's John." And I went, "Hello, how you doing? I've got a problem with my bike." And I went, "Service was all checked over. I did the service." No, he said, "I rode out. I went to get some petrol, pulled out the petrol station, picked up a screw in the back wheel.
Oh,
And it's a brand new tyre."
Pluggable or not?
No, it's not pluggable. It's a big screw. He said it looks like it's a builder's screw.
Well, if you can have one, have a big one, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. So new tyre ordered. It's back in Wednesday. So yeah, he wasn't happy about that.
Reminds me, I just got some new rubber new tyres, but I won't say I've got new rubber. I'll say I've got new tyres. New tyres being delivered to Darren's. He's got for me, so might want to be getting a new set of tyres soon because 360 miles this week just going to Liverpool and back. And
bloody hell! Yeah, a quick one from Young Viking. Once I do my A license, he's going to get a Triumph Trident. If you want to talk about Triumphs, I think Paul's got himself one. Paul Keating meant and got. I think this is a Triumph trophy. So everyone's going to Triumph at the moment. The new tyres are schmexy. Yes, they are. Rhythmic gets 6-2 easy if he out riding back. Yeah, well, I've got to say, Grant. Yeah, he's got himself over the COVID, so he's back.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. Well done, Rhythmic, for still being with us.
Yeah. He managed to stick it out.
We really didn't need pictures of you topless in bed. No, sorry.
No, I didn't need that.
Didn't need that.
Yeah,
I could have gone my whole life without seeing that.
I could have. I mean, doesn't matter how desperate I'm getting. I don't care how long his hair is. I still don't need to see pictures of him half naked in his bed.
How's it been, Gareth? How you been, mate?
Not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, good. I've skipped on the Bucky tonight. I thought.
Thank God for that.
No, I went in the shop and I went, "Have you got? What else have you got?" And he went, "Oh," he said, "I bet you're going to have a rib at the Scottish." And I went, "Go on, what you got for me?" He said, "You've got to take this home and drink it." And I went, "VK," and he went, "Yeah, but look what it is."
Iron Brew.
Iron Brew.
I love the fact how they spell it as well, because they can't spell it the original way because it'll be done for
IRN, isn't it? Earn Brew.
Yeah, Earn Brew. Earn Brew. So, yeah.
The thing is with that Iron Brew, if you drink it, it turns you rusty from the inside out, or your air goes orange. Yeah.
Oh, that's for sure.
Oh, you end up looking like Ed Sheeran then.
If I could tell you what other stuff that does to your insides, you'd be very, very shocked. To be honest,
there was a very, very good video out this way. I think it's I think they call it a meme.
Right.
And someone said to me, "You've got to look at this meme before they pull it off the Lexmoto owners page." And I went, "All right." And it's the full Will Smith video. So he's like taking the mic, and he starts off and he goes, "Yeah, and there's your missus, and she rides a Lexmoto." He walks up, boom, smacks him one, goes back down in the chair, and he went, "I can't believe that I got punched by Will Smith." And he's like, "Keep your Lexmoto out, keep my wife's Lexmoto out your mouth." And then he's like, "What? You heard? Keep my wife's Lexmoto out your."
Oh dear!
Too much parody.
It was great. Can I now lift up? Oh God, do you remember that advert from the 80s? Yeah. Road sweeping, and he picks the curb up and
got it all under the curb. Yeah.
Yeah, slides it all under the curb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Helps wants the link.
Oh right, let's drop that link one more time for Helps. There we go. Link is up.
Is he using Walmart again?
I'll tell you what. Oh, that's not nice. Oh, crazy, Dad.
Hey, boom. He ain't got a gun.
You can lift his gun.
Exeter's very, very trim, actually. Yeah, if you jump on the old, I think there's a load of old adverts on YouTube. So if you just put it in the old Iron Brew advert, it'll probably pop it up somewhere. Because I know the old Tango ads are there with the old face slap.
The best Iron Brew advert is the one about your granny's a fanny. Right? Being serious, I'm not being that to be insulting. Just look it up. Your granny's a fanny, your auntie's a fanny. Just watch it.
I shall go and watch that one later.
Honestly, it was on TV a few years back, and it was brilliant. You know, it was I'd probably say safely 10, 15 years ago. That's how old that was. You know.
Brew with the Snowman was best. There's another one. See, everyone's going on about Iron Brew now.
I know that, but I even though it was funny, it still messed with the constitution. The Snowman movie was something I grew up watching as a child. They messed with that.
I'm going to answer Harley. Yeah, I'm nervous but confident. There you go.
There we go.
There we go. Mind you, Malcolm Jenkins is just retired, so I don't know what they're going to do on the defense. But there you go. But we're all right because the Bucks have got a quarterback again. He came out of retirement and all the Bucks fans started crying because we ain't got a quarterback. What are we going to do now?
We cry as well, you know. We're all human. You know, we got to cry, you know.
Hang on. Or someone just said, I don't know. Oh, what the hell? I don't know that.
Don't open it on air.
Oh, no,
I think it's Boo.
All right, I'll tell you one thing though. On Instagram this week, I've won about 20 iPhone 13s this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nobody else getting those spam messages in their Instagram account. I must have won about 10 or 15 iPhone 13s this week. It's amazing. Congratulations, Mr. Machin. You have won an iPhone 13. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. No. I don't think so.
Hang on a second. Yeah. That's Boo. I've got Boo on my phone now. So right. Let me add him in. Okay, fine. That's a bit weird.
Was it that messages? Why is everybody looking at their phones? Welcome to the Burning Gas Hall and Ass live stream, everybody.
I'm pretending I'm 19.
You know, so good. You're now talking to me. It's so good. It makes you slap your mama.
It's. I'll show you that April Fool. I'll show you the top bit. There we go. And then I'll show you that bit.
Oh dear. Mm-hmm. Oh dear.
But then I'll show you that bit.
That's nasty. Okay. I do enjoy sleeping, and I'll no longer sleep this evening.
That's it. That's a strike, isn't it?
I haven't had to do nothing, swear or anything yet. So.
Yeah, I think that's me. I think I'm now scarred for life. I thought I was scarred before. That's now just permanently disfigured my eyesight.
Quick, Ali's in the room. Yeah, I thought it was 9. You haven't missed much, Ali. I've been sat here for my own for an hour. I'm just waiting for all the boys to come in. Link is up. We are going to be doing the run on Sunday down to Super Sausage from the garage. So if you do want to jump in on that, you're very welcome to do so. That's going to be Sunday. Quick one for viewers. I've got to go, guys. One is QTube 2020. Yeah. 2 is Spectre 223. I'm sure we can put them up, guys. So there we go. QTube 2020 and Spectre 223. So jump onto your channels and jump in on those guys. Spectre 223. So there we go. He's got some good videos actually. Taking a spin to the sports bike shop. So little sub there from me. That's that one. There was the one earlier on as well. So don't forget as well. If we mentioned him earlier in the stream, I've just got to roll all the way to the top now to find him. And it was, oh God, right, where were we? Where's my Harley man gone? I've just got to find it now.
Simon, is he talking to himself again?
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah, okay, right.
I'm just trying to find
Simon, you all right?
Harley Fat Boy Jr.
Thank you, Simon. Yeah, Harley Fatboy Jr. So go
I'll
and
ban him. All right.
Harley Fatboy Jr.
Is it? You see what happens when you get old? That's what happens to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of thought that. I was kind of wondering, like what universe I was in at the moment.
Did you see last week? And all he kept going on about was how he likes polishing Phil's box.
Well,
and a big red box
as well.
That.
I'm kind of getting a bit concerned. He seems to be developing a lot of man crushes at the moment.
He does, doesn't he?
You know, like from
Lockwood, Phil last week.
Like the rhythmic biker. I'm telling you, son, you better cut that hair because he's after you.
Mind you, cut the hair. It might not make any difference at all, but it's worth a try.
I've known Grant for a very long time, actually. So he's safe. He's safe.
There's a lot of man. Wait till Lockwood comes on. There'll be.
Talking of that. There we go.
Oh dear, you know.
Oh look, there's my Lockwood. Yeah. He's going to wear that to bed and touch himself inappropriately.
Quick one, Ben. Marine Riders in the room as well. Good afternoon. You're all evening across the pond. Yay!
Stay away from me, lad. I'm young blood. Yeah, you know that, young son. I think you're older than me.
Right.
Yeah. So what else has been happening, guys, and everybody in the side chat? I feel like
it's been a good week. I've just been out riding. Evening, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
There you go.
I'm gonna mention.
That was the good-looking half of Burning Gas, wasn't it?
That's right. That was the good-looking half of Burning Gas.
While we've got Sarah and Gareth down the bottom, I'm just going to say Simon's logo's very, very good.
Huh?
Oh, those couple of bits you did for me. I've used them as intros and outros on the video.
No problem, man. Yeah. I've been learning a lot to do with the editing stuff. So basically, I've been learning loads of new things. So I don't mind doing it for helping people out because it helps me build my portfolio. You see.
Yeah.
So my part of the my plan for the future is to do a lot more editing stuff anyway for people. So if people want,
I thought I'd try them out on the video as use one as an intro and an outro. And here he is. It's the homeless man himself. It's Hell's on Two Wheels.
Hey, how's that?
What's up?
He looks like he belongs. He looks like he just walked out the TARDIS from Doctor Who.
Yeah. I want to know. Are you on Walmart Wi-Fi again? That's what I want to know.
He's in the. Looks like he's in the trailer again. Yeah.
What? You trying to say it looks like trailer trash? That's a bit bad.
I am loving that trailer of his. I said it looks like he's in the trailer from.
What do you mean? It looks like a shop doorway.
I am.
Look at that.
I got the back door open.
Yeah, back door open. That trailer, I tell you.
I've got some for Hells. There you go. You'll like that one.
America, fuck yeah.
Name the movie. What's the movie?
Yep. Coming again to save the motherfucking day now, America. Yeah.
I got that in that. I got that in the Orange County Chopper Roadhouse. You know, over that by that Bert's Barracuda, Bert's Harley Davidson place in Tampa. You know, the one that is next to like the Harley shop.
When you move to Florida, anyways.
I can't reveal that on live streams.
Hang on, what are you about to reveal? Because if he's about to reveal something, I think this could be another strike.
Oh, you just wish I would reveal something. Tell you. If I'm going to move to Florida, no, I'm not going to move to Florida. I go to Florida a lot, but I don't think I can ever live there. I'm afraid. So.
Why? I could.
I know you can. You're American.
American.
You know.
Florida in America, ain't that where people go to die? It's like God's waiting room down there.
Well, that's kind of like my retirement village. That's what I'm hoping for. I mean, so that's my long-term plan is to retire there and ride off into the sunset.
Got the weather for it anyway.
Was that?
I said you got the weather for it because it's just pure sun all the time. You can't believe we've had snow this week. It's bloody ridiculous.
Tell me about it.
That delayed me coming home by a day. That did. I was thinking of coming home on Thursday, and it kept fucking snowing. I went bollocks. I waited until Friday, then so I stayed in Liverpool.
Yeah. A quick one from Greg. He said, I must have watched every episode of Orange County Chop. Shame it ended like it did. Yeah, exactly.
Can't say I ever watched it, to be honest.
It's a good series. Good series that was.
I bet back in the day, that's probably what got a lot of the bike builders off the ground, because it was these outrageous choppers that were built for all these, like superstars and millionaires and all that kind of thing. And then it eventually opened up the doors to everybody else getting involved in the game as well, So, hell, good on them, I guess, to get everybody going. So, yeah. Anyway, does everybody
I overtook G's beard now.
That's because you're old.
No, that's a weed.
It's getting there, but it's bloody slow at growing.
That's it. Right, I remember you haven't shaved in about a year. I've got to shave on a weekly basis. All right, or I didn't look like Gandalf the Grey. All right, so then give me you.
Thou shalt not ride a Harley without me.
Oh, Ali's just asked.
Oh, shall not pass.
Yeah, Ali's just asked. Can someone explain Orange County Choppers?
Could somebody?
Well, careful what you Google. Don't go on any adult sites.
Yeah.
You get the wrong sort of choppers.
It's
about a bunch of woodmen.
I said, paint it orange. I want to paint it red. That's what we're going to do. No, that's not what I told you to do.
America, sir.
America.
That was the whole episode. That's it. It was good fun.
I took my steroids. Did you take your steroids?
Over dramatized bike builder. Of course it was.
Thanks, Marine.
Listen, you've got Discovery Channel pumping in millions behind it. Of course they're going to over dramatize, aren't they? They're going to make it this big flamboyant thing, So,
yep.
They're not made for their acting skills, but it was definitely the bikes that they came out with were like that outrageous. They were smart. I think so, anyway.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so I love a big chopper like that. I don't. By the way, I do mean a motorcycle, everybody. Before anybody says anything,
yeah, you got to be careful what you say with him because he'll twist it. He'll twist it.
Right, but I will say, if I had the money, I'd have one of those things. Damn right, I would.
Yeah, definitely.
Thought it might be like Sons of Anarchy. Oh God, no, not that old rubbish.
No.
Riding through this world.
He knows the theme tune off by heart.
On my Sportster.
I'll tell you what. When nobody's looking, Gareth's out there with his SOA shirt on, vest on, and riding round.
You guys, Chuck Taylor's. He's good.
That's right. I ride in my Air Force Ones. Wife beat her t-shirt on.
Drinking your Stella. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like me and Simon, though, with the bad back on sports bikes. It's Sons of Agony with us, the ibuprofen edition.
Oh my!
Did anybody answer Crazy Dad Biker's question he asked earlier about how do you blur out your speedo?
Very, very easy. So if you're in, say, for instance, Filmora, you clip the beginning of the clip where you go up on the speedo. You clip the end where the speedo comes down. So you take that segment, put a motion capture blur around it to track the speedo, and then blur it. And it's as easy. I've
got a much simpler way. Get your speedo right on your bike, put one of them over it. It's a post-it pad. And then if the police try and pull you over, it just tears off.
I put a big emoji on mine.
Or just cut the clip
and
say I went fast.
Emoji. Yeah, I bet you have.
Yeah, cut the clip and say I went fast.
But is that an Indian top I've got on? It sure is, boo. It sure is like that. Right, see, Indian motorcycles.
Oh, we're going off reservation.
Oh.
We did see that.
FAFO, buddy.
Yeah, what was it? The clip that you put up earlier, taking the wife's keys.
That was the chief. That was the chief keys. You know.
Yeah, that was it. Your quick of makes it. A YouTube editor does it. Any editor program. Yeah, there's loads of ways to blur your clocks.
Yeah, YouTube will do a blur quite easily. I think it's easy. I've only ever done it once because
Well, if you don't ride that fast in the first place, you wouldn't need it.
Exactly.
How about if you do ride that fast, don't post it on fucking YouTube.
Exactly.
Hey, Rev, you use Filmora?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Have you ever used the app, Filmora app?
No, I've got it on full blown on the computer.
That's what I've been doing on the road. I've been making these last videos on this app.
Hey.
And it's pretty easy to do. I actually like doing it better than the laptop.
Yeah,
because you just point, click,
I
move.
Literally, all I do is drop me intro, bang the video in, drop my end one, and then just trim it up because I normally do 3, 2, 1 and in on my intro video. So I've got a clip mark, either that or I clap my hand, so it just picks up the spike.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Coach just said there. I don't vlog when I'm speeding. I don't either because I usually got my eyes shut because I'm scared.
I've only speeded once, and then I was like, "Oh crap!" Go back and edit the. I went back. I actually went back in and edited on the YouTube editor to blur the clocks out because someone said, "Oh, do you realise that you've got 137 on your clock?" And I went, "Have I? Oh crap!"
Yeah, that was kilometers. It was kilometers. It was a private road.
It was a private road
somewhere in Mexico.
In Mexico, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, I was in Mexico and I was running from the bandidos.
I was filming this video in Mexico as we go past the Scottish border. It was Mexico.
Usually I'm speeding and that's a car park 5 miles an hour. You can actually speed going past the school as well. So there you go.
Exactly. We had one. I put a there is a Facebook page, and it's basically you park like a CU
YPLAC, yeah.
Yeah. Now, this photo was from 2 years ago, and I thought, oh, I'll share it up. I haven't used this photo in absolutely ages. And someone actually said to me, he said, "That's a bit out of that's out. You know, I think that's wrong." And I went, "Why is that?" He said, "Because you got the taxi driver, you got his license revoked."
I thought you were.
And I went, "Yeah." But if you were actually there at the time, I'd actually popped into the bank to drop some money off. This guy
popped in to have a what?
Look where he's parked.
Zigzags.
Yeah. Right on the zigzags of a zebra crossing, and he's not even level.
Thou shalt not park on a controlled area.
Yeah, but it was the fact. It was the fact that some guy had gone to overtake the taxi and not noticed the woman in the zebra crossing with a child. And nearly took the woman out. So I took his photo and reported him to the local council. And they said, oh, it wasn't the first time he's done that. He'd got 5 or 6 other offences where he'd sworn at customers and been caught speeding. So they revoked his licence. They revoked his taxi licence. Well, sorry, if you're going to drive around like an absolute lumpty and just fit taxi drivers are God, I can do what I like, then you're going to get your licence nicked.
Thou shall have their license revoked.
Yes, exactly. Speed limit is only a guide.
Speed limits are more like guidelines.
Did you see Brandon in the ET bike basket? No, I haven't. Let me have a. Hang on. I've got. Is that the photo that you've just sent me? No. Dave's got his new tie. Let me hang on. Oh, for God's sake. This has got to be shared up. There we go.
What's that?
It's Brandon in the ET bike basket. Let's see if I can get a bit nearer.
Oh. Good God.
Got to share that with Ben.
Anyway, while we're all here and we're still being serious at the moment, Hells, I really enjoyed that small channel Mafia thing you did last week. Thanks for that. Thanks for doing it a bit earlier for us as well.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys joining in. That's why we went earlier, trying to let everybody be a part of the community. But yeah, if anybody that watches it or like you guys like have a conversation or a topic you want to talk about, just let me know. We'll bring you on or whatever.
We want to do an intervention. We need to do an intervention on Red Bomb because he's got a man crush on Lockwood. So we're gonna have to bring that up.
Here, I'm writing that down for the next Small Channel Mafia thing.
Quick one from Cody. So what are the dangerous zigzag lines for England? Do not park on them, basically.
They are they're a controlled area to keep vision clear at crossings, so you can see if anybody's waiting to cross and that, so you don't run them down and kill them.
MT's off, everybody. So night MT.
Night MT. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, keep yourself safe, mate. Yeah, for taxis to park on, clearly.
Yeah,
taxis to park
on. They're both sides of our pedestrian crossing. Stop parkings, or overtaking occurring. Yeah, basically that. Yeah.
So you can see pedestrians on the crossing and not run them down and kill them. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Apparently.
Also,
but they are points on your license and a fine if you get caught doing it. So.
But then again, if you own a Range Rover, an Audi, or a BMW, you're allowed 2 minutes.
I agree with that. I don't know any of those, but I thought it was quite good.
As they say with Audi, stands for arseholes usually drive it.
Yeah.
Oh, felt that one.
I won't tell you what BMW stands for.
Well, I just heard somebody getting excited down the stairs.
There's something about it's one of his things. It's a bad man's weapon. There you go.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought it was beat my wife.
Oh, yeah, beat my wife. Yeah.
Oh, hell.
I prefer that one actually.
We're
I'm going to use
the
that.
hillbillies, you know.
It's legal to do in West Virginia as long as you do it on Sunday morning on the steps of the courthouse.
But it's also legal to marry a goat in Virginia. We don't see everybody doing that.
They do, but they end up eating it.
Because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening.
You're having for dinner tonight, my wife.
I'll tell you what, I like them little old pickups that the old American hillbillies have got. Have you got like the little round?
Yeah, who do we know that drives a pickup?
No.
He just called you a hillbilly. He just called you a hillbilly.
We was watching a series the other day, and they've got this little old pickup, and it's got like wooden rails along the sides and a rounded front end on it. And it was a series that went out on TV.
Oh,
something in the valley or something it was called. And my missus went, I said, "What the hell are you watching?" She went, "Oh, it's this thing about the American hillbillies." And I'm like, "All right." She said, "It's a series." And I'm like, "Oh, bloody hell, look at that little old pickup." And it was really cool pickup. And I was like, "God, blimey."
Proper mater truck. Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, you build it. It's called a stake bed because it was wooden stakes that you built the bed of the truck with.
Ah.
And then we do pipe. And then we take old pipe and we make bumpers out of it so you can hit stuff harder.
Yeah. Because some of the stuff is like, "Oh, we're off down the still to go moonshine." Like, Jesus Christ! And this went out on one of the prime ITV channels during the day.
Oh my God!
Yeah. It's like
it's like Little House on the Prairie.
No, it's not like Little House on the Prairie.
Little House with a hillbilly.
It's like the meth head and the trailer park.
Not Jim Bob.
I love the one.
Nah, brother.
It's like, I'll have to ask her because she got really into it. She said, "Oh, the dad's quite fit and hunky." I'm like, "Hang on a minute, you're married to me. You should be watching blokes on telly."
Hey,
it's that American muscle.
I might make fun of the hillbillies, right? But for the size of trailer the woman Hills has got, that's like a mobile casino.
I would kill to get hold of that trailer.
I mean, it's got a porch in it.
I mean, even in this country with a trailer like that, it'd still be called a jippo, wouldn't he?
I still don't care. I'm still jealous.
I'm still jealous. I want one. I want to be a
I
jippo.
want it as well. But the fact is, we'd probably take up the length of my whole street just parking that in here.
You wouldn't get it round any corners in this country, would you?
No, you
Another left turn 3 months away.
You wouldn't get it anywhere, would you?
With the truck and the trailer put together, it's 60 feet long.
See,
Jesus.
that's as long as one of our articulated vehicles.
That's just nuts, isn't it?
They've only got a 40-odd foot trailer.
I'm sure you could take off small aircraft from a length less than that.
You see, the thing is,
they land on his roof.
In the UK, you are only allowed a trailer length of less than 39 feet. That is all you're allowed. So if you go and buy, let me bring this up. This thing is nuts. That is the British equivalent.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So that's your British one. But
Yeah,
look at the price.
But
of
when
it.
I show up,
90.
But when I show up, I gotta roll the porches out too. So
yeah, £95,000.
About $130,000.
I actually think Hills is a baller. Eh? I think he's like some big gangster.
Yeah, but look, you look at the length of that, 42 feet. So that is only a small one. You consider the size of Hells's, and he's got the extra 5 or 6 foot on that. You wouldn't be allowed to drive that in the UK.
Yeah, this is like Hills plays music rolling on 20s.
Sitting back.
Yeah. Boom, chicka,
Oh yeah, got to be like that.
Bigger one on this rubber ducky.
But Hills and his wife make the thing rock. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit personal.
That's a bit personal. Yeah, I'm not going to answer that one.
If the trailers are rocking,
Don't come and knock
don't come and knocking. Yeah. Oh,
Unless I'm not working, find out who it is.
Motorcycles. Anyway, how do you get your bikes into your RV, Hills? That's what I want to know. Is it a ramp or is it a
What?
Have you got like a servant that lifts them in, or?
Oh no, it's the back porch turns into a ramp so you can drive up in.
Okay, right,
Yeah.
that's cool. So at least I know when I come over to the States in June, I know where to park my bike.
Yeah, I got 2 porches.
Oh, the east wing and the west wing.
Yeah.
There we go. You just said it all. Some people require a porch.
That's for sure. I agree with that. Mhm.
That's why I got 2
Definitely.
porches.
That's why I got 2 porches. 2 porch hills. 2 porch hills. Some of us can't have 1 porch.
Yeah, transit and the mattress is all I can afford at the moment. If you didn't know what a transit is, Hells, it's a tiny little van.
What was it? What's that little van called again? The tiny little one? Is it it's got some funny little name?
The Suzuki.
Oh,
I think it was like a skateboard on wheels.
that's
Wasn't
right.
it? Let me see if I can find one.
Oh, it's some tiny little van. It'll probably fit the passenger side the Hills' is bloody RV.
You had enough room to get your dog in the back, and that was about it. Oh my God!
What?
Someone's done an 18 version of it.
Hey,
No.
honestly, man, you should get a big H on the roof and just put a little seat up there and fly your drone from it.
Right, here we go. I've got to put this up. Jesus H. Christ. Suzuki Carry Panel Van, it was called.
Yeah, now we're talking.
How long is it?
About 8 foot.
3 foot.
Hey, as long as it's under 15 foot, I can put in the back area.
Hills on 2 porches.
That would fit in your garage where you park your bike, Hills.
But look what he's actually.
The Bedford Rascal, that's right.
That's it, Bedford Rascal. He's actually tagged it up as a stealth camper van.
Stealth camper van. What, you pick it up and take it away with you?
It's the Sportster of the van world.
Oh no, I think we've insulted the rhythmic biker. Proper man's van, that is. Oh dear, I bet he's one of those kind of guys. He's got long hair. He's a hippie. You bet he's
believe it or not, I used to have what was called a Bedford CF.
A Bedford CF.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit older than me. I don't remember that.
Oh, I'll tell you what, if I can find one, let me see if I can find. They haven't even got one on eBay. I thought they'd have one on eBay. They haven't even got the van on eBay.
But did you know what the CF stood for?
Crap van or crap.
Crap fucker.
Crap fucker. Oh dear. Anyway, I need to ask Hells about his headphones. I'm sorry, man. They're driving me nuts. What's going on?
I gotta have my headphones on while I drive this big old spaceship around. Houston, can you hear me?
Houston, I've got constant problems.
I need to dock this thing, Houston.
No, they're pretty cool. I just thought you were like playing maybe like Call of Duty at the same time or something, you know. So
he's going to be like this in a minute. He's going to be.
I couldn't play Call of Duty because I turn into real life and start shooting the TV. Like,
yeah,
you take the game.
Don't be starting that. Hell's on two porches.
Hell's on two porches. Hey, don't worry. So once I get everything built out, because I'm still working on the studio back here.
That's your new YouTube name. Hell's on two porches.
Well, the funny thing is I'm gonna do like an MTV crib style video on this.
Welcome to YouTube Cribs.
That's what I'm calling it. That is what I'm calling it. YouTube Cribs.
YouTube Cribs.
YouTube Cribs.
Yeah.
Welcome to my little office. You know, we're doing editing, but no, welcome to Hell's two porches.
There we go. I found this van. So
hey, well, when we get to the disclaimer part, I'll explain what the studio's been named and what the rules are to the studio.
There we go.
Casting couch, is it?
That's a Bedford CF.
That's cool. That van wins.
Does it come with a blonde? Is it for sale?
Believe it or not,
that van
I
wins.
had the Bedford CF that had the engine in the front. So you had the engine bay where the centre seat was. You had an engine bay there, so you could lift up the cover to work on the engine inside the van.
That's cool.
I actually popped the engine on mine and took it down to a custom shop and said to them, "There's $5,000. I want a new engine in it. Put big wheels on it and give it a spray job." I went to pick it up 6 weeks later, and he put a Chevy Corvette engine in it.
Nice.
But the only thing was, he said to change gear, he said you have to lean into the back of the van to move the shifter because the gearbox was so far back, you had to lean in the back to put it into gear.
And when you had to turn left or turn right, you never had to run to one side of the van to the other.
I tell you what, we had a Jag IRS axle on the back.
Nice.
But you took your foot off the brake and it did 30 mile an hour straight away.
Right.
But to get it to go round corners, you had to boot the throttle because the Jag axle would not turn corners. So you had to spin the wheels on every corner.
Oh my God. So there was no diff.
No, literally no diff on it. So I spent a fortune on I was banging a set of General Grabbers on it once a month. But what a van! I tell you, it was great. It was a great little van.
Actually, quick second, it's went right past me. Hells, why are you waiting for a disclaimer? It's past 9 o'clock. It's past the water.
Yeah, flame is up.
Bloody hell, get in.
Yeah, the VWLT, great little. VWLTs are good as well. Yeah. Oh God!
Unfortunately, I've never been in an aspiring kidnapper, so I don't like vans. So.
An aspiring kidnapper.
What happened? Why did they freeze and you're still what?
Huh?
Hell's is all blurry.
It was all blurry.
That's like Walmart. He's on Walmart Wi-Fi again, isn't he?
That's because he's on the East Wing.
East Wing. He should be on the West Wing.
Yes, he needs to move to the West Wing. The internet is better than the West Wing.
Exactly.
No, you have to ring your,
We're exercising now. Look.
Signal. I need a signal.
There's one here somewhere.
Yes,
The mystery. God, Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Machine. I remember that. Yeah.
The joys of being a nomad. Am I right? Is that what you're classifying yourself as these days? A nomad.
Nomad. Is that an anagram for homeless?
Oh.
He can't hear me.
He's frozen.
Officially to the government, we are nomads.
You're not homeless. We love you, Hells.
Exactly.
We'd all give him a home at the top of a hat. There you go.
Whatever.
It's got to move the aerial just above the screen.
Put another 10 pence in the meter.
It's a bit
That's unusual. Hell's got up and he's got trousers on.
Hi, Crystal.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
Can you hear us?
Bang singing it.
We can hear
We
you.
can hear you. Fine.
I can't hear him now.
I can hear you.
What?
Right, you got the stream for a minute. I'm going to have a quick cigarette.
Okay, right. Play the music, get the strippers on, making pictures everywhere.
Simon 1400 GTR, you are now the master.
I just lost sound.
Yeah, Hells has lost sound, but we can still hear him, so we're all right.
We can just call him a nomad, homeless.
Oh my God.
And he's gone.
Well, so the homeless hillbilly nomad will be back soon, ladies and gentlemen, once he's had 2 drinks of his moonshine and a chew on his tobacco.
And as soon as he winds up his third world internet.
Third world internet.
The spring got loose. He's got to tighten it again.
Oh dear. So you like those intros, Simon? They all right?
I did. I've used them on a couple of my videos now, so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
and I
cool.
posted them separately as well and gave thanks to you for them. But yeah,
that's all right. As I said, like, you know, I mean, in all seriousness, I'm trying to build a little portfolio, and every time I do one, I get a bit. Obviously, I'm getting better and better and better at it. Yeah. So if anybody is looking for something, just let me know. And I can't guarantee how long it'll take me to do it, but I can have a good go at it and send it over and see what you all think. You know, so. It's not.
So I might stitch it together with a couple of other bits I've got, like little clips and a couple of pictures and a bit of branding. But
you know,
it looked good to me, mate. It really looked good to me.
It's amazing what actually goes into these things. You know what I mean? So it's like you've got keyframes, you've got PNG files, you've got audio files.
Mm-hmm.
I've got all that, and for that thing only lasting 10 seconds, there was about 20 different elements in it.
Yeah.
And
cheers, Dino. Yeah. Dino's just the intros look mint, but yeah, it was thanks to this man down here. He the one that made it for me.
Yeah, no problem.
He done good.
Yeah, I use Final Cut Pro, you see, and I'm learning it because, believe it or not, the BBC and like ITV and all those kind of big production companies, they use Final Cut Pro, so I'm kind of learning how they do their editing suites, and it's quite interesting. So,
right, okay. Vinyl Cut Pro.
Yeah, it's. There is a manual for it, and it's like once you dissect it, it's actually all right. There's a lot of help, obviously, on things like YouTube, but it's almost like people make their kind of like demonstration videos on it to suit their editing style, whereas I'm trying to be a bit more like motovlog, motorcycle related kind of stuff. So you've just got to try and twist it around to make it suit your own individual style, you know. And that's like you do color grading as well, and you've got to try and color grade. You've got to remember how to film, and it's just loads of ways. So I quite enjoy it. I really enjoy it.
There's actually quite a lot of vinyl cut programs, isn't there? I'm just
God, yeah. You know.
Is there a free one?
How do you contact me, Burning Gas? Just go on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. Send me a private message and let me know. Let me know what you want. Send me what you have, and I'll make adjustments as required. As I said, I do work full time as well. Not here, obviously. When I'm home. But when I'm home, I usually try and spend as much time with my family and my motorbike, my children, as I can.
Your children, yes.
Oh dear, my boss has just walked in. She's in here to delegate prices already. Simon, you owe me 50 quid. Okay.
50? You said 25.
Checks in the post.
We agreed on 2 cans of iron brew.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Cheap at half the price, my wife says. Cheap at half the price.
No, I really
the
appreciate
negotiators
that.
in the room, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Does the LXR
Good evening, boss.
Yes,
Evening, boss.
excellent.
There you go. There's the boss.
Evening,
Evening,
Sarah.
boss.
Hello.
Yeah, LXR 6-speed box on that, 1 down, 5 up. Or if you happen to be upside down because you popped a wheelie, 5 down, 1 up.
Oh man. So I've been trying to get out my bike this week, but it's been too damn cold.
Yeah.
I can't handle the temperature when it gets below 10 degrees Celsius. I'm so climatized to warmer climates, it's unreal. I do want to go out my bike, but then there's been about 3 tons of salt being put down. I don't know whether to ride my bike or get a bag of chips outside. I'm not sure. And it's just like Harley Davidson are having their what are they calling it this week? What's it called? Open weekend, like demonstration day, and ride all their bikes and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, nah. You know, I might take my Indian hoodie along and ride one. I don't know. So.
Yeah, with the website, it automatically defaults to diesel and automatic, so ignore that.
Who put that up there? Sack 'em.
Exactly. Hells is back, everybody. Hopefully.
Here he comes.
Here he
Stand
comes.
by your beds.
He's
He's coming. He's coming. He's on his way. He's on his way. No, he's not.
Oh,
The build up. Hells, hurry up.
try the link again. We bang it up again for him.
You stop giving him them dodgy links. Yeah.
Dodgy links.
Catch you later, Cody.
See you later, KG.
He tried to say that he tried to say that Rev Bomb keeps dropping on his OnlyFans link.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what? I'm going to go and start one of those up. Red Bob.
Oh no!
And just post pictures of Harleys and Indians and Kawasaki's.
I'll subscribe.
Yeah, just see how many. Or chuck a couple of naked women on a Kawasaki. Just see what happens. If it gets subscriptions, then we'll. I don't mind.
3 million subscribers later. Is that
back.
how it works? Is that how it works?
Hopefully, we've got him. Yay! We got him.
Hey!
Woo, 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 hang on, we've got some- Hi, Crystal. Happy birthday for last week.
how
You
are
got
you?
everything you wanted. They
Is
frozen
that the
again.
east wing or the
What, for
west
my
wing?
birthday?
Yeah.
I got flowers in a balloon.
It's
Was that it?
What the hell? That TV's massive. You don't know what what's going on.
It's like having a full blown.
Hang on, let me turn on the fireplace for you guys.
That's not a big
Set the
TV.
mood
Crystal's just very small.
A fireplace in it.
What?
That a fireplace under the TV.
I'm doing the wrong thing for a
Yeah.
living. I'm telling you. I'm what the hell?
Hang on, let me relax and put my feet up. Turn on the massager and the heat and this thing. All right, guys, I'm ready.
Oh dear.
We're now talking to Hells while he's getting his arse massaged.
Nice. Nice. Which cheek? East or west?
How can you afford
Right.
that? He's skinned on his internet, obviously.
I was just going to say that. He's got east wings, 2 porches,
Mm.
and he's got shit in it.
Yeah, hang on. I'll go out to the front porch, guys. We're out on the front
Oh.
porch here.
Oh, we've got a front porch as well. There you go. That's where his rocking chair and banjo is.
Guys, we've got we're doing the wrong job. Look at, oh my god, look at this.
Oh,
What's
for
that?
crying! Oh, Jesus!
What's that?
It's the TV up for outside on the front
TV
porch.
for outside.
What is that to keep your
That's-
servants occupied?
Yeah.
So how many people work for you servicing this?
Oh, there's one of them.
There's one, yeah. We've got a little person. Hello,
Yeah,
little person.
The other day I was like, go outside and play, or go outside, don't be in the house. And he goes outside, takes a chair, sits in front of the TV on the front porch.
Right.
And he's like, well, I'm not in the
I've
house.
decided, right? Else, when I come to Florida, I'm coming to stay with you. I'm not paying for a hotel or accommodation ever again. I'm coming to stay in the West Wing.
Yeah. You and me both,
Well,
mate. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Are we at the point with disclaimers yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we made up a rules list. So the guest room is Fort Dave.
No, our guest made up the rules.
The guest made up the rules. That's why it's named after him, Fort Dave.
Right.
And it says rule number 1: no punk ass bitches. All right. Rule number 2: no badgers or chanting Badger Nation, or your clavicle will be broken. Number 3: no T-shirt sales, no tacos, no fuck shit, and delivery of horse and drugs will be rewarded with free membership.
I'm scared.
So when we call the garage Fort Dave, that is how it got its name. When he stayed in the garage, he made a fort out of his bed and hung that sign up.
Fair play.
No punk ass bitches.
No punk ass bitches. And delivery of horse and drugs will get you full membership.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm out here on the bench now.
Good one from Greg. He said, "What does Hell do for a living to afford that kind of trailer?"
He robs banks.
Only fans.
Only fans.
Don't ask. Don't ask.
He's the president of the charity for single dancing mothers.
Yeah.
Single Mothers Dance Club. Support your local single mothers. All right.
Yep. He's the president. There you go.
Oh my god. Only fans.
And his garden is
Stay
massive.
off OnlyFans.
Hell's got feet pictures for $5.
Hey, $5 is $5. All right. Those $10.
Do you want to see my big toe for 50 cents?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Hey.
What's a Friday night without hilarity, you know?
It's got to be done,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. God almighty. Oh man. Right, so where are you now, Hells? Which state are you in? No, and I don't mean sober or drunk, okay?
What state you in?
We're in West Virginia right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we're in West Virginia right now. The guy we were talking about, that's actually my closest friend in the world.
Right.
And he had to have surgery yesterday because he had a drunk driver pull out in front of him. Jeez. And he T-boned the car. So he had to get 3 rods put in his hip.
No, damn. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So we came in for surgery and help him out.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to
that's
hear
what
that, man.
that's what true friends.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. I know it can happen, so yeah.
Oh yeah, especially in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Got to run, lads. Have a greater night. Try and behave. Rhythmic Biker, you obviously don't know us very well.
If you behave yourself, that means you're not having fun.
Well, exactly right. You know what I mean? It's like if he was really, really wanting to get involved in a Friday night, he'd be on here right now trying to plug.
He would be, wouldn't he? But he's not done his hair yet. You know, he can't find his straighteners.
That's it. He needs to go find his straighteners.
Do his hair. Yep.
He can borrow mine.
Yeah. One part of the trailer's in West Virginia, the other part's in East Virginia.
What state is his van in? His van is the state. Yeah.
Hell's in 2 states.
Yeah, 2 states and two states and 2 decks.
That's it, you know. He's not told you that the West Porch is the OnlyFans woman studio. Oh.
Mark's just joined this evening, Ed. Yeah, good to see you, buddy.
Oh dear. Here's the Vlogsters in the house.
Rhythmic's got to find his oil leak.
The van is in 2 time zones, oh dear.
Yeah.
One's in East Virginia, the other one's in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Eastern and Central. There you go.
Eastern and Central times. Yeah.
Are they still doing? I know, like obviously you've got the Small Channel Mafia live stream going on. Is there a lot other live streams in America still going on? Because I don't really see anything.
Yeah, there's actually some that started up. I've had to think about my Monday night stuff because there's some people that started it on mine. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. It's like as if anything, it's like, you know what I mean. You've started one and you've started a trend. Always happens, isn't it? So
yeah.
All right, how we doing?
Oh, we're screwed.
Not too bad, Lockwood. Not bad. Too bad. Do you want us to leave the room and leave you and Rev to kind of?
No.
Fuck no, mate. No, that's no. We don't do that on here. It's all sorted elsewhere.
Is that all right? Is that reserved for the only? That's another one for the OnlyFans.
It's top secret.
That's the Skype, mate. That's the Skype.
Brilliant.
Hey, nice one, mate.
There we go.
Is that okay?
Lockie, I'm wearing your t-shirt. I'm wearing your t-shirt, Lockie. I'm wearing it.
It's not. Cheers for that key ring.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
He gave your ring a what?
I've got a key ring.
Oh right, key ring. Sorry, I misheard. Yeah.
No, because the missus said to me, "What's that?" And I went, "It's basically the equivalent of the devil bell." And she went, "Oh," I said, "Normally you have a little devil bell that you hang under your bikes, keeps the demons away from you when you're riding."
Yep.
Lockie sent me this key ring, but it's got a crash helmet on it. It's actually hanging just under the front fairing of the GTR.
Oh, brilliant, mate! Brilliant.
Yeah.
And it's quite cool because the visor kind of moves up and down as well on it.
Yeah.
No, it's quite cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Only for the like get t-shirts and key rings made.
Oh,
I thought it was doing right with a sticker.
Oh, here we go. Here we are. Boost started.
I'll send you stickers, mate.
House Rev will not talk to them his dad's on. The swag things in the room.
Yeah. I want to know what else he's up to. He's got devious look on his face, doesn't he? Look.
He's about to go into the fridge and have beer. That's what he's about to go and do. Look at
On moonshine.
He did just show me his lawn and the grass needs cutting. You need to get the servants onto it.
Oh yeah.
It'll take him a week to cut that lawn.
No, it would.
So what have I
Big
missed?
old lawnmower tractor. Big old lawnmower tractor.
Hells is now called Hells on Two Porches.
Oh, Hills on Two Porches. Oh, he's
Yeah,
such a fucking show off, isn't he?
I know. It's just like he's got like one half of his RV in one side of the state, another one in the East and West Virginia. From the state line.
Lockwood has now got competition from Rhythmic for Rev's attention because ever since Rhythmic put a picture of himself up shirtless. Yeah. You got to top that one there, Lockwood.
I don't know, mate. Honestly, it's too early for me.
We used to talk about motorcycles on this channel.
Yeah, we used to, yeah.
You know?
As we know,
hang on.
it goes to shit after 9 o'clock.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
That's a Harley Diesel. It's a Harley Diesel. Okay. It goes.
Oh, that's the bike, is it? No.
Yeah.
No.
The Harley Diesel. I'm gonna
Harley
write farm
Diesel.
use across.
I'll give you
Use that for plowing the field.
What?
A
You give me
flop,
how
I'll give
much?
you a flop, but you just spit out your bike.
What?
I thought you just spat out your bike.
Evening,
Tell you what, I'll
AB.
have a pint or whatever else is said, I'll tell you.
Oh.
Anonymous.
Where did you get your hat, Hells?
You
What's
should-
going on?
Oh, this is Big Rack Cycles. They support the channel.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
They support the channel.
Which way? The east part of the channel, the west part?
Yeah.
Hey, Mom,
You're
meatloaf. Hey,
Oh,
dude, you shouldn't take life so serious because you're not going to get out alive anyways. All right.
Nah, that's it, you're not.
It's right. Totally. Anyway, what's the latest update on your bike anyway? What's going on?
It's still going crack, and still haven't heard anything from Moonshine about fixing it.
No, okay. Right.
Yep.
Okay.
So what's the thoughts? What do you think's up with it?
I think it's got flat spots in the lifters. That's what's causing it, and that was caused because the crank is going bad with run out because I can feel the side-to-side oscillation,
All
like
right.
something's in there. It's running
Yep.
out too much.
Aye. Okay.
That's
So
a
it's
bit
out
shit.
of balance then.
Mhm.
And the base gaskets are blown. And what else? Oil shooting out of the shifter bolt. Oil shooting out of the inner primary.
It's like it's had
Yeah.
like some massive
And,
internal pressure problem and just went
and oil coming out of the exhaust. So
running too high compression.
there you go.
Mhm.
Yep. Building too much pressure.
So are Moonshine going to fix it? Are they going to fix it? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
They're not
You
going
have-
to fix it
you
then,
have
are
to
they?
Yeah, you'll have to stay tuned and see where it goes.
Mhm.
Wow, think of the content.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to make the video, but when
I know.
Mhm.
you can't talk to them and they won't answer and
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Oh,
Gotta do it.
dear.
You got to do
Yeah.
it.
No,
Shocking.
I know. Yeah.
Because trust me, I'd rather be on my bike enjoying it, making content, than going through this.
Yeah. I agree.
Mhm.
I agree.
But I'm gonna go eat some meatloaf on that side of the house, and
Oof.
He'll be
guys
there in 30 minutes.
Do you not have a servant that can bring your meatloaf to you on the outside and eat a la
yeah.
carte?
Hang on. Hey, Mom, meatloaf.
Ring the bell.
Brilliant.
But yeah, you guys be good. Love you guys, and I guess I'll see you guys next week or whenever. I don't know.
Yeah. When's your next stream up, Hells?
I'm gonna try to do one Monday night. I think I got some peeps that want to sit around. We're going to have a big old chat and just bullshit and do a live and answer questions, whatever.
Same as this channel then.
So what?
Same as this channel.
Yeah, it's on my Hells on Two Wheels channel. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm enjoying this. We've been traveling so much. It's been fun lately. So.
Hey, what time was your live stream at? What time will that be?
I'm thinking around 8 Eastern. So you guys probably have to catch it the next day.
Yeah.
Crumbly's just said if you pay the flight, he'll come and burn their place down for you.
Oh my god. That's a bit violent.
Oh, have you read some of the comments in it? Oh my gosh. Like he's not the first person that says something like that.
Yeah.
There's sledgehammers, there's all kinds of stuff. Like
You don't want that shit happening though. That's the last thing you want.
No.
Yeah.
God.
Let's just say I'm not the only person that's had trouble, and there's a lot of people that's upset. So
yeah,
I'm just the one, I guess, put it out there on the platform. But
Not good.
anyways, you guys be good. Have fun.
We shall. You stay safe, brother.
Well,
Take it easy, man.
that's no fun. Jeez, stay safe.
Enjoy.
Yeah, don't do what I do. Remember that.
Otherwise, you wake up in jail. Yeah.
Exactly.
More money to go.
Oh my God. All right.
Oh God, I love that guy's channel. I tell you.
He's
Yeah,
a
he's a good
character
lad.
and a half. He's some guy though. He's brilliant.
Yeah. I tell you what, if I'd have spent that much money on a bike and someone had done that, I'd be kicking their front door in. I'd be going around there, backing the trailer into there, going, right, what's the new bike you can give me?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the answer. You've just got to drop it at the front door and walk away and say, it's yours.
Yeah.
What wing is resident of what wouldn't matter? Yeah,
I shall be in the back wing.
the bat wing. Oh, dear. Oh.
I'll tell you what, I think Mark.
Did he say back wing?
I said bat wing. As in
Oh,
bat
right.
not the back wing. Mark's one, his angles on his bike and your one lot. That last couple of videos that you guys have done, the Inverary run.
Yeah.
That was good. That was really good.
Yeah, you know what? We did Duke's Pass, and it's probably the wrong time of year to do it because I did it in the summer twice,
Right.
and I loved it. There's a lot of hairpins, a lot of tight bends on it. Good bits of surface, bad bits of surface, and they'd put down loose chippings on some of it. So it probably wasn't the best last year, but I was gagging to go out and try it again. So we did it, but the road's still one of the best. There's a lot of salt still on the road, a lot in the middle. So yeah, I kind of made the most of the video. To be fair, I think I kind of wanted more from it, but Mark V's 360 picks up so much more.
I do like the free set. I've remounted all my cameras now on the bike, so my 360 is dead center on the back top box. I've got my drift under the top box, and I've got the level exactly right.
Yep.
But then I've got one on the front wing for the other drift, and then I've obviously got the helmet camera, so I can shoot off 4 cameras now, and all the mounts are all on the bike. So it's literally plug, turn them on.
Yeah.
Job done now.
It's just bloody editing them though, isn't it? That's the thing. When you've got 4 cameras on the go, it's a bit of a pain. No, I mean, I found I think being on the VFR for so long and having a really good angle looking back, and then when you go on the CB and you don't have that same angle, that's kind of annoying me a bit. So the next video that's coming out on the CB, I bought a kind of extender which kind of brings it out a bit to make it look better looking back, because without a doubt, even though the VFR is a great bike, the CB 1000R is awesome to ride. It's someone else. It really is.
A good road to rev to get his that. Do you know what? I've actually got told off for doing that. Simon pulled me up a couple of weeks ago, and he said, "You're still bloody doing it on the GTR."
Yeah, but you did it when you was on the XT as well.
I did it on the XT.
I put it on video. I proved it.
Stuck my knee out. It's just 40 years of sports bikes, and I've got to get out of the habit of sticking my leg out all the bloody time. Just a bad habit. Very bad habit.
Why is it a bad thing? No, I don't see the
It's
problem.
not if you're riding sports bikes on the track. It's not a bad habit. But when it comes to riding a touring bike on the road, it's unnecessary.
I suppose it depends how far you're leaning, though. I mean, if you're
I was leaning, but when the instructor Nick took me out, he said, "Do you realise that the edge of your toe was dragging about half an inch off the road when you went into the corners? If you catch your toe and that gets ripped underneath that foot peg, you're coming off."
Right.
And he said to me, "The easiest
You'll lose
thing,
your shoe, and you don't want to do that.
You will lose your foot." But he said to me, the easiest thing for you to do on that GTR is ride the pegs normal, but when you go into a corner, grip the tank as though you're gripping a horse and push down with your foot on that corner. He said, and the bike will push itself through the corner. And I tried it 5 or 6 times, didn't I, Simon? And he said to me, how did you get on? I went, The bike just takes its own line. He went, "You've got it then. The bike will make its own line through that corner." And it's just pushing you, getting a bit of weight on that leg. If you push down on the leg, the bike will go that way because you're moving your body weight around.
It's having the confidence to do it as well, isn't it?
I used to like when I used to ride my ZX10. I used to drop my shoulder when I was going around bends. It would help me get around a bit more as well, you know.
Well, you bend one elbow, which pulls the whole side of your body that way. And
I did racing down at Mallory Park like a long time ago, and that's what the guys were teaching you. They were like, just drop your shoulders, and then you would just lean even more over and stuff. And it's quite clever stuff to get taught, you know. So
opposite steer, that's the kind of common, isn't it?
Counter steering is a good thing as well.
Yeah, counter steering. And people say, I can't counter steer. I say, can you ride a push bike? Because you do exactly the same thing on a push bike.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
You do it without thinking.
You just don't realise you're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. We actually saw
centrifugal forces. There you go. That's the word.
Talking of stabilizers on bikes, I actually saw one the other day, and it's weird. It was a weird looking thing. It was a bicycle. It wasn't a motorbike. It was a bicycle. And this thing was basically a big long bike. He'd got a cockpit over the top of him, room at the back for his luggage,
right?
And he's pedaling away. And I'm thinking, hang on a minute, your feet are actually inside the bike. How the hell are you going to get your legs out? And he pulled up at the traffic lights, and he obviously hit this button, and his two little stabilizers popped out and went down and supported the bike until he pulled away, and then whoop, up they went. Basically like landing gear on a plane.
Wasn't that a version of the C5? They came out after the C5 or something. It's an old one. They did something like that, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, this was a pedal bike, and it was pretty darn new. But he pulled up at the traffic lights, and I'm like, how the hell are you going to... And all of a sudden, they just literally just folded straight out the side and touched the road. So he had like little stabilizers on it.
Something from like Thunderbirds. Yeah.
it was a little bit weird.
TV1.
TV1. Our goal.
Oh, they have similar things for handicap rider. Yeah.
That's true, actually. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
We actually, because it was the wife's birthday last Sunday, Simon will know what I'm on about. Now, Mum and Dad live in Downs Barn, so we shot down the A5, came off at Stacey, and she went, on the way to Mum and Dad's, let's pop to KFC. Instead of ordering something in, can we have a KFC for my birthday meal? And I went, yeah, all right. We pulls into KFC, and the queue is 12 cars deep. So we're sitting in the queue for about 20 minutes. And then she went, oh, look, there's your new bike. You could buy one of them. And I went, what are you on about? She went, look, in that window over there. I went, it's right off. Bloody mobility centre.
Oh.
She went,
well, you are getting on a bit now, Rev.
Oh.
I can say that he's older than me.
She said to me, she went, look, that one's got stoplights and indicators on it and a little roof. And you can sod right off.
And a Reggie plate.
Stick a Hayabusa engine in it.
Oh, mad. Did you see that? There was a guy that had put a Hayabusa engine in a smart car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow, God. Yeah. Obviously, the guy's an engineer. That a lot of the stuff that he fabricated for it was immense, but that's a mental idea.
Well, we've been. I'm a big Xbox lover, and obviously, my game of choice is Halo. Yeah, sorry guys, I do like Halo.
Sorry, you just said Xbox. My mind went elsewhere. Sorry.
But they have actually released on the Disney Channel Halo the series, and it's a full blown with actors, CGI and everything. The full blown episode 1 is really, really good.
Well, just when you're saying that, Paramount Plus in America just released the new Halo made for movie TV series.
That's it. That's the one I'm on about. Yeah, it's on the Disney Channel as well.
Is it on Disney now as well? Is it?
Yeah, so it's on the Disney Channel as well. But I was a big lover of the Warthog, the car that they use.
Right.
And I actually Googled who made the Warthog. It's actually made by Ken Block's Hoonigan team, the Japanese guy. And they started from start to finish building this Warthog. $500,000 to build this Warthog from the Hoonigan team. And the boss's son, Taylor, was in the garage. And I said, you've got to look at this. I said, this guy from Hoonigan, this little Japanese guy. And he went, I met him 3 weeks ago. He was at one of the car shows showing off 2 of his cars. He said, I actually went up and spoke to him about because Taylor, the boss's son's got BMW 3 Series. And he's had it all lowered and competition struts and God knows what on it and lights. And he said, yeah, he said that Japanese guy, he's basically MIT. He's that clever. He could go into MIT and he actually hand builds all those cars and chassis. And I said, bloody hell, does he do it off a CAD? No, he just writes it on a piece of paper. He's that clever. He just designs the chassis on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. But these are the kind of guys that you can't really have a conversation with. You know, they don't really have much.
No.
You know,
social skills.
Yeah, social skills. That's that, Gareth. Yeah, they don't have much of that, but they're super.
Oh yeah,
super up there, and they'll just go right. Let's put some wheels on that.
Yeah. 2011, Sarah and I were in Valencia. We went to the MotoGP, and we paid a little bit extra to do the testing weekend that they do after the race. So we went to LCR Honda's paddock, right? And I remember going in there, and then they were showing us the bikes and everything, and we got told to leave because the one Japanese specialist that works on the gearbox did not want to be disturbed. He basically walked in, and then everybody got escorted right out the paddock. They locked the doors while they made an adjustment to the gearbox, and then they allowed everybody back in because he's not allowed to. He's only the one man that they have in the world that can make adjustments on the gearbox. Exactly the same kind of guy that probably Hoonigan guy's like. That whole
OCD,
it's like, this is my gearbox and nobody will interfere, that kind of thing. Don't touch my cog, that kind of thing. So.
Don't touch my what?
My cog.
Quick one, Port. So if you're on the Lex Moto website, look at the price of the bike and then add 190. So we charge £100 on the road, £90 for admin and paperwork. Yeah, that's what we charge. So basically, bang.
It's known as the £190 Rev Bomb Fund.
I'll tell you what. Someone actually said, "Oh yeah, but we can get on the road for 90 quid." I went, "Yeah, and how quick can the dealer turn the bike round?" "Oh, we can turn the bike round in 2 to 3 days." And I went, "All he's going to do is do a quick bolt check, bung some fuel in it, run it round the block, final QC, sign the paperwork, register the bike." We don't do that. We take 3 weeks on every bike. So PDI, ride test, QC. Same thing again, second week over, different people on that bike. So you get a second set of eyes on the bike, second ride test. Then we register it, final day of handover. And I always do my final ride on the day of handover. So I said, do be prepared for 7 o'clock in the morning. If I take that bike out, I come back and I find something wrong with the bike that I'm not happy with, that we can't resolve in a couple of hours. You are not getting the bike that day. It will not move until it's 100% spot on perfect.
That's right. And Rev Bomb's done a YouTube video on it.
Yeah. And you get a video of your bike as well on my YouTube channel. So
content.
Keep the content going.
Yeah.
And if you get any issues with it, then just look at my video. You'll see it was absolutely fine when I rode it.
Yeah.
I edited a bit out of it where I dropped it. Yeah, so just remember it.
All my videos are start to finish. There's no edits in any of my videos for that reason.
See, Rev. See at the end of your videos when you're doing these wee test runs and you say, "That's me. I'm finishing up. I'm going for a fag and a coffee," and I'm like, I used to smoke, right? And I was like, that sounds so good, just finishing off the ride and knowing that you're going to have a fag and a coffee.
Oh God, yeah. Because everyone said to me, "It's like we have from 12 till 12:30, the mechanics get a dinner break. I don't. I'd never ever have a dinner break. I just blaze through the entire day." And they say, "What? Why don't you have a dinner break?" Probably because I have about 5 cigarettes a day. 5 minutes out. You work out 5 lots of 5 minutes is half an hour.
No,
by the time I've made a coffee, had a cigarette is 5 minutes. That's my 5 minutes. And
don't be saying you don't have a lunch break. Well, there's a union rep in the room. I'll set a picket line up.
I don't have time. I don't have time for a bloody dinner break.
Anyway,
was it they call it the work time directive? You've got to have a break, isn't it?
Oh
Right.
yeah. You're meant
Working
to have
time
a break, but I just blaze straight forward. I've always done that. And as I was saying to Phil the other day, I said all these people that are PAYE, oh, I'm going to have a day's holiday here, or I'm going to have a sickie, and there's nothing wrong with you. You just throw a sickie because you can't be asked to go to work. And I said the quickest way to sort that out is make everyone self-employed, because if you don't work, you don't get paid, and you don't get paid holiday.
And then everything we fought for the last 50 years is down the pan.
Yeah.
So Rev, did you work for P&O?
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, thank you.
Fucking hell.
I had actually P&O guys had a big P&O guys had a big demonstration in Liverpool this week. Thursday morning, I think it was 7:30 in the morning. We was all down the port, and the police turned up, tried to arrest everybody.
Yeah, 5 miles on a bike is not enough. You're not going to know what that bike's. Simple reason being, if you roll back to another dealer, local area, that was when Simon's seen the video, brand new Iska, straight out the crate, and he takes it out for a test run. Unfortunately, his camera's pointing right at the clocks on the bike, not in front of him, and he winds it up 63 with 2 miles on the clock. So he's doing 63 mile an hour. You can hear the thing bouncing off the valve limiters. It's rattling like a bugger. He gets it back, and that's the Iska. Oh, it's very, very, very good at getting up to speed. On the YouTube video, down the bottom in the comments, about 3 weeks later, yes, I bought this effing bike and it blew up after 5 days and you refused to take it back. Now gone to Lex Moto to claim for a brand new bike. The video got pulled within the first week. He took the video down and the person got banned from the channel. So he made another name up and went and posted on all his other videos. Yeah, and that is the reason everyone said to me, oh, yeah, but you're only doing 40 mile an hour down a 70 mile an hour dual carriageway. Yeah, it's a customer's bike and you don't rag the crap out of it. It's the same as that, the Katana that we had out the other day, the XT5. Simon will tell you, I think he got out of first gear a couple of times going down the A5 because I was sat at
I didn't.
45 to 50 mile an hour on an XT500 because, and I said to him, I said, nice long run. I said, but I only did 45. Why is that? I said, it's your bike. I don't push a bike beyond its limits, and it's your bike. You'd soon moan if I ragged that down the A5 at 70 mile an hour.
Yeah. So when you take my bike out, I'm expecting you not to go over 45 mile an hour.
I might do 55 because it's over a 125. But you know, it's having respect for other people's bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the deal? What's the deal with that Katana then? Because you were getting new plugs for it, weren't you?
Yeah, they were specialists. They were we had DR8 EIXs in, but these were DR8Es, so we had to order 4 of those in. But it ran fine on the old plugs, but obviously we've changed the plugs up now. It runs a damn sight better, and it actually fires with no choke on it. So literally from cold, you can fire that straight up with no choke on. He's done all that. He's paid the bill on that. But then obviously we was talking about my bike and having the paint scheme on it. And he said, I don't like the orange on the wheels. He said, is it possible that I can have the wheels refurbed? I went, the guy that did my paintwork's the boss's son. Of course he'll refurb your wheels. So he's looking to take it back to the original Katana colours now. Because he said, I do not like that orange. I'd rather have it a silver or a black on it. But I said, he's popping in Tuesday afternoon. Come in, have a look at all the paint cards that we've got. Choose your colour. We can do it for you. But he's going to spend a small fortune on it. But his BMW that is in the workshop, he's got an R65, but it's literally like a custom bobber. He's had it all the frame redesigned, all the seat redesigned, brand new tank on it. It's off the starter motor, but on the R65s, the starter motor is right in the top of the engine. So it is big to change.
Does that mean you've got to take the tank and stuff off to get to it? Or
tank off, yeah, and then you have to sort of slide the starter motor back and off to the left-hand side of the frame.
It's a bit of pain, isn't it?
We checked the starter motor, but it's a Bosch, and they stopped making that the Bosch starter motor 8 years ago. they do a Valio equivalent, and the Valio is the wrong threads and wrong size. So the only one that will go back in it is a Bosch. But there is no part anywhere in the UK. And then we managed to speak to a couple of parts companies, and they went, the big thing to do, speak to a company called Motorworks, which are up north, Motorworks BMW. Phoned him up, and he went, yeah, he said, we can't do a brand new one, but we do what's called a refurb. So we basically rewire all the coil on it, all the loom on the starter motor. So it actually works out, it's half the price of a brand new BMW one. Because BMW wanted, the original BMW from Germany wanted £384 for the starter motor. Yeah. Whereas you can get a Recon one for about 140, 150 quid. But then you've got the postage on it to us, and then we have to send the other one back, and there's postage on that on the return. So it works out. He's saving himself some money on it. But it's going to be a good little thing when we get it fired up and out for a test ride. So.
Yep.
Just quickly, cheers, MT Tank. See you next week.
Definitely. So factory goes next Friday. He's got his PC. He's been playing Xbox, hasn't he?
He's always playing with his Xbox, isn't he? So let's face it.
What is it with these people playing Xboxes? What's going on?
I don't know. Last time I played a console.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's been. I think the last console
I always thought the Xbox. When you look at the controller, it's like a Fisher Price toy, isn't it? It's my first little controller. You know,
my first little controller.
Oh, brilliant!
I just don't have the time.
I used to play all the time. Ever since I started vlogging and that, I spend all my time in front of this computer editing. So
exactly, yeah.
Well, if you want to pay me 50 quid, I'll do your editing for you.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'll send you fucking everything, mate.
Add it to his portfolio.
Hand over 50 quid.
You granddads are too old for Xbox. Oh, okay.
Listen, I remember buying a PlayStation 4 back in 2014, thinking I'll get right into this. I'll buy it and I'll buy video games for it. And I bought one game, and I put it down after a month and never touched it again.
The original PlayStation 3, I bought one of them when they first came out in 2005 or 6, whenever it was.
Oh my God, I was in my 20s.
And I really got heavily into online gaming. Yeah, I really got heavily into online gaming, and I've still got all the games I bought for it, right. All 300 of them.
Oh my God!
I tell you what, I remember the first. Oh God, what was it? The old Sinclair, or was it Spectrum or something?
ZX. We had ZX81.
I had the ZX81. Yep.
I had
that. 28K.
Yeah.
Commodore Amiga,
yeah.
One of them, yeah.
Commodore 64, yeah.
I had the ZX Spectrum with the gun.
Yeah.
Oh.
and then what was it? The BBC Micro.
Yeah, and then Amstrad bought one out with a tape drive that was built into the keyboard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I had an Atari 2600.
Now, you see, the kids of today, they don't know the struggles we had growing up with computers and that. And then when they brought out the internet and you wanted to connect to the internet, you tied up the house phone and all you heard was this beeping noise all the time.
It was like...
and you say to the kids, oh, that's so slow that is. That's like dial-up. And they go, what's that?
Yeah. And then nobody could get a hold of you.
No. I was 19
and then was it? I mean, you was lucky if you got 100k, 100 kilobytes internet connection.
I've been trying to phone you for the last 2 hours. Your house phone's been engaged now. It's on the internet.
Beep.
I was 19 years old when my parents got the internet. I remember it, and it was like, how long it took to dial up your first bloody fruity movie? You know what I mean?
Yeah. The kids today will never understand buffering.
It's like, hello, darling.
Oh, it's like
buffering.
What little image you went? I'm disconnected. No, put the house phone down, Dad.
Here's the thing, right?
I was on my vinegar stroke, you bastard.
Here's the thing for you boys up here. I don't know what you used to do, Gareth. I don't know if you used to do this, but
Right.
back in the day, when you wanted, like, say, a hooky copy of Microsoft Office, or you wanted some of the new games like Halo or whatever, we would go to the bars, and there'd be a wee guy that would have a book with all the different what was on every CD, and then you would basically buy it off him, and that's how you would get all your stuff. And all like the top 40.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I remember when the games were on.
Or you had the little Chinese bloke with the bag that come around, £5.
Yeah.
I remember when the games was on cassettes, and you used to go down the market and buy a blank cassette that had a game on it, and you plugged into your tape recorder, connected it to your computer, and pressed play, had the volume just right, and that'd load your game for you.
Yeah.
I remember having
and all you get was fucking tennis, which was 2 squares and a square wheel. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
I remember my Spectrum, right, playing Ninja Warrior, right, and you put the cassette in, and all you'd hear is, and it would take 45 minutes, and up could come the load screen, and then it would go crash.
Yeah, failed. Rewind the tape, try again.
That's how I've developed an iron will of patience these days.
Well, let's go back a wee bit further than that. When you used to buy the computer magazines, where the games that the pages of code
demos,
and you had to sit and type the code in, and the amount of errors that you would find.
That was the Amiga, wasn't it?
Aye, that was one of them. Yeah,
Amiga World, wasn't it?
That's right.
Brilliant.
Sit there.
99
pages and pages of it.
Yeah. Play one level.
Daley Thompson Olympics, that was one, weren't it? The ZNX King, you're banging away on the left and right.
So you would
spend run across the screen.
You'd spend 5 hours, typing all that shit in and fixing all the errors, and you would get, as you said, Simon, you would get like a wee caterpillar or something going down the screen.
Yeah.
Fucking great, yeah.
Worth it.
Yeah. I spent 4 hours doing that. Now it's sort of like, well, why? Yeah.
Amiga World, this week's special, £1 extra, and you got the extra new level of Donkey Kong.
I used to love Donkey Kong. That was great.
Remember that show that was on Channel 4, Games Master? Always
Games Master.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember the big bald guy? What was his name again? Who came on Games Master? You know the guy. It was like it was a projection on the back wall, and the 2 young guys would come on, or 2 young girls or whatever. They'd play video games, and it was like the challenge. This is the big monocle, and remember that? No? Oh my God, I'm starting to show my age. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, one of my mates who used to do. There was a series where they had to go across a grid. You had to go through all these levels with a bloke. And he was like, right, now you've got to answer the questions. You've got to face this bloke, and you either ended up in the tornado going off to hell, or you got through to the next level. And he actually did. He started that show. And he said, "Oh God," he said, "Yeah, they've just re-released it on Sky." And I'm like, "You are joking," because everybody's watching the old retro shows.
Oh, I know. They belong with the.
Oh, it was. Yes, it was Patrick Moore.
That's it, Patrick Moore.
Yeah, Patrick Moore. Yep. So he was. Yeah, he did the Sky at Night as well, didn't he?
That's it. Yeah.
I know. The youth
if you look out your window to the left, you'll see Uranus.
The youth of today will never experience the torment that we had to suffer.
Bad.
Oh, those were the days, though, weren't they?
Oh my God. I mean, it's like, was it right now, like you push a button and you've got internet access is instant now, isn't it? And you complain when you get, I'm only getting 50 meg a second. And you go, witness experience dial-up, and you'll experience true pain.
The world is linked in every way nowadays.
I'll tell you what, talking of history lesson, I think everybody had an FS1E. How many people used to pull their carb off their FS1E to get to the reed valve and bend the reed valve open?
Oh, what?
Everybody, I think.
And what decade was this?
This was the
80s.
Yeah, the
I
FS.
was born then. I wasn't.
Was that the Vauxhall Nova?
No, it was the FS1E. It was the Yamaha 50.
Right.
It had a carb on the front, but you had a reed valve on the back of it that used to restrict the airflow, so you'd only get 30 mile an hour. But what they found, if you could take it all apart, pull the reed valve out, bend it open, so as the air pressure went in, it didn't fall, or remove the reed valve, but then it ran like a bag of shit, so you had to make the bike run really rich.
Right.
Yeah.
Then a load of people started, we've done these redesigned reed valves, and they used to thin up the reed valves with and put heavier metal so it didn't pull in so tight, so you could get 40.
That's a bit like the flapper valves in the exhaust, isn't it? Where you kind of lock it open.
Yeah. But that was great fun. Everybody's like, yeah, my bike, for sale, FS1E with modified reed valves does 40 miles an hour. You could get 200 quid more for your bike.
Oh my God. This is the 80s, man. I think I was just thought about it at that point.
Either that, or you could buy a power pipe, which you take the original exhaust of, and it literally looks like a bean tin with a little tiny pipe sticking out the back of it, and it sounded like an angry wasp in a bean tin.
Oh dear!
Loud pipe save lives.
Yeah. It's like, here he comes.
Sounds like a tartan, yeah.
It literally sounded like an angry wasp being rattled around inside a bean tin. Because that's all you could hear.
No, what it sounded like one of those farts that you're trying to hold in, really high script.
Very true.
Dear.
Oh, mad.
All good fun.
I'll start to show your age. That's all.
God, I feel old now. That was 40 years ago.
Everyone know what these four are on about.
Who's the oldest out of a lot of us?
We didn't have any of this ABS or electronic braking. It was all drum brakes and.
No, it was called skidding and shitting yourself. That's what it was called back then.
Well, killing yourself. Yep.
Yeah. You lift open the bonnet in a car now and you look inside now, you see this big black box and you go, what the hell?
Shut the bonnet again and give it to somebody,
Yeah. You just plug cars in now, don't they? It's like motorbikes, modern motorbikes. You tell them and say bike's got a problem, they'll just take it around the back, plug in the ECU and they'll go, that's what's wrong with your bike. Or that's wrong with your car,
Yeah. And I think my first car...
nobody does it anymore, but as kids, we'd always end up getting hold of a car, an Escort or another fix or repair daily car, Capri, Granada, one of them, and you'd end up literally stripping the engine down, taking the engine out, cleaning it all, new heads and cleaning all the valves and everything else, and they'd run like a brand new car, and you really enjoyed doing it, and you learned while you was doing it.
But the manual, but back in those days, they actually came with a manual telling you how to do it.
Yeah,
you know how many Haynes manuals I had in my house?
The Haynes manual, the manufacturers used to supply.
Oh yeah,
I remember looking at a Vauxhall. Is that a Chevette? An old Chevette or something? Yeah. And I'm sure there was a book in the manual that was showing you how to do the valves.
Yeah.
But
that was before electronic ignition, where you had a set of points, a distributor cap, and a rotor arm. That was your three main things that you would change. Would be your points.
I remember somebody broken down trying to turn their bike out or car over, and it was getting no spark in it. And I just went, that's your points. We got in there with a screwdriver and we opened them up a little bit, and it started.
Because you used to go in with the feeler gauges and you had your two little.
Either that, or if you didn't have a set of feeler gauges and you knew someone that smoked, you'd use 2 Rizzler papers. Because it's like, what's my point gap? And it was either 2, 3, or 4 Rizzlers. And that's how we used to do it. Yeah, a couple of Rizzler papers in there.
My first car.
That was how you fixed the car, or the distributor cap had moved, or it never starts when it's wet. When you have a look at the distributor cap and it's got a crack in it, or it's letting water in, so you get a new one of them and you was done. But
How to make a car
Nowadays,
faster?
like it won't start. I've got to
Advanced
call the
to
AA and need to plug a machine into it to tell me I've got no fucking petrol.
Yeah.
What was that question?
Somebody's wrote my first car was the original Mini.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The original
I remember lifting the engine on one of them.
Mm.
Like physically lifting it.
They were a good little car, though.
That was my first car. But in fact, no, I tell a lie. That was my first legal car. My very first car, which I bought off my mate for 30 quid, was a Datsun 120Y.
Oh, superb.
God, the Datsun Cherry, they called it.
But that's I think that was the newer version of it. But the one I had was the Datsun 120Y coupe.
My first car was a Talbot Avenger 1.3 GLS.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
And it was a GLS because it came with a mono stereo.
Mono.
I'll tell you what, I had, this will shock you. My first car before I bought my big ones, when I had my bikes as well. Oh right, winter's coming, and my father-in-law said, I'm buying myself a new Fiesta. He bought the 950 Fiesta.
Oh my God!
And that was the in thing. Everybody had a 950 Fiesta.
3-cylinder.
3-cylinder with the square front on it. Do you remember it with the bonnet that flipped forward? And he said to me, you can have my old car to go to work in the winter. And I went, brilliant. I ain't got to buy a car. What is it? He said, it's a Skoda. You'll love it. And I went, okay. And he started it and brought it out the garage. And it literally looked like a sausage with a cab on it.
Yeah, that was the engine in the rear, wasn't it?
The engine was in the rear. And to start it, if the battery went flat, you had to put a little handle in and wind the bloody thing up as quick as you could until it started.
First car was a Ford Escort XR3i. God, I had one of them.
Oh, God.
Oh, amazing car.
I love those ones. Which one, though?
Yep.
The Mark 3 or the Mark 4?
Mark 3 I thought was the nicest.
Wow.
Mark 3 in black. With,
I had two XR3s and one XR3i. They were awesome. Yeah.
What's the best cars I've ever had? Mine was my Fiesta RS Turbo. I love that car.
The best one I ever had has got to be the Ford Granada 2.9i hatchback.
That was a bit up
that was very nice. It was very nice.
Mine was probably
3.6 engine, silky smooth, and used to go like stink.
Yeah. Mine was probably a BMW 318i. I know it wasn't the fastest thing in the world, but I bought that with 96,000 miles on it, and I sold it at 220,000 miles 4 years later, and didn't miss a beat. I had to change pads and stuff, but and discs, but no, it was great car. Loved it.
Do you remember back in the 90s the Ford Scorpio Cosworth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember, I seen one of them a couple of weeks ago for the first time in about 20 years, and I swear to God, it was immaculate. And I remember it having, like, is it the 2.8 V6 or something that was in it? Or 3.5? Was it 3.5 V6?
I can't remember. I remember the car, but I can't remember what was in it.
Jesus, I was parked up and I just seen it going by me, and I went, "That is cool. That is like the epitome of old school Ford to me." You know, that stuff.
Did they do a Lotus Colton? Do you remember that one? The Lotus Colton?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, God.
They used to go.
Yeah. Oh, you had the GSI, and then you had the Carlton version, didn't you? Which had the Lotus and the Vauxhall version.
My first one, after I had the Skoda, and I keep going on about my bloody Mac one every time, I bought myself one of these and paid 1,600 quid for it. So it same colour as well, and it had the general grabbers on it in better condition than that, but it was blue with a white stripe on it. But I had the 351 on mine, but it was the Cleveland engine, because everyone said buy the Cleveland engine, not the Windsor engine.
Right.
So it was 351C, and I had that about a year. Sold it, and I sold it for the same price I bought it for. And we pulled into the BP in Fenny, just down by our garage, and the missus was in the car, and it pulled in, and I looked at it and I went, and I recognised the number plate on it, and I said to the bloke, "How long you had that?" He said, about 10 years. I said, when you had that had a supercharger sticking out the bonnet, and he went, "No," he said, "I bought it took the wheels off. He's got the original wire wheels from 1972 on it, and he's had the original engine all rebuilt with a standard bonnet on it, all the interior done. And I said to him, how much did you got that up for then? He said, it's advertised between 16 to 18. He said, but I'm not selling it. That's what it's actually worth at the moment. I was like, kicking myself.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford to run it. It did 6 to the gallon. That was when petrol was, I think about £2.30 a gallon. And I was spending £20 a day running the damn thing. It was just mad on fuel, and I was like, I just couldn't afford to run it.
Could you imagine paying for that now?
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, you'd be
putting
£100 a day in it.
Yeah, you need to find somewhere to put an LPG tank, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Audi Coupe GT Quattro, that was a machine.
Best rally car going at the time, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh God. Ford Orion.
Was that the Audi 80? Was that the Audi 81? The Audi Coupe?
That's the one. Because the Audi 80 and the Audi 100, but the 80 was the one that was
the quattro 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
I love
that was the one it won. That was a totally different game when they hit the rally scene because it was 4-wheel drive. It was that really took
won everything, didn't it? It did really well.
When you watch the YouTube videos and you see them just doing the 4-wheel drive sideways drifting.
Yeah,
I love all that stuff.
One of those, yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yep.
No, I bet Airship Boxer had the white one.
That's the Audi before the arsehole started driving it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, who was the bloke that used? What was it? Stig Blomqvist. I think was the rally driver on those.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
There's a newer Quattro as well, the kind of more rounded version of that. That one umpteen different. That was immense. That was immense. That one.
It just couldn't be beaten until the Subarus really kind of came into the action.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Or the
Fords were really conquering it. Am I right? The right era. Ford was kind of conquering it with the Cosworths.
The RSs, yeah.
And then the Audi came in, and the Audi was basically slapping everybody to the side. And then when after Audi, that's when I
knew it was Stig Blomqvist.
Subaru came in.
Yeah. Subaru. They kind of.
He ain't got enough headlights on the front of that, has he?
I know. Better blind spot on the left-hand side.
Well, believe it or not, he was the top world rally driver for about 8 years, and that was when Top Gear just started, and that's how they got the name the Stig.
Right.
They pinched it.
Called Stig. Okay.
Yeah, Stig Blomqvist, because no one ever caught him.
Now, here's the thing, right? I don't know if any of your wives' partners do this, right? But see if Sarah's in the passenger seat of the car and she looks down at her phone and she looks up and you're going around the bend, she'll just get a little bit of a shock, right? Because she wasn't paying attention to the road. These rally drivers are looking down at the writing, left turn 8, right turn 140 miles an hour. And I mean, it's just putting all his faith in the driver to go around these bends. You imagine looking up at the wrong time, you're getting air and going, I have to shit my pants.
But that's it. I mean, the guy that's reading it, I don't know, they call him the pilot, don't they, or something? But his license, he's the one that decides whether they live or die, because he's the one that's telling the driver to do the turns, isn't he?
Yeah, he's had a bad day. He wants to end it. He just tells the driver instead of right, left 50.
Just go straight.
Brick wall, 10 meters ahead. Oh God!
That was Vauxhall Calibra Turbo. Yeah, I remember that.
Yes.
Oh, I love them. I used to walk one of them when I was a kid.
Calibra.
I'll tell you what. I had. Oh God, what was it called? The Amiga.
Vauxhall
Amiga. Yeah.
You had the what was it? The Senator.
Yeah.
And then it went to the Amiga. And I wanted a big car because after a load of cars, I went and bought myself an SD1. Do you remember the old Rover SD1s?
Yeah, 3.5 litre. Nice.
Yeah, pop the engine on it, and everyone said to me, "No, you want to buy yourself one of the big Vauxhalls." Get yourself something like that. And I went, all right. And we went down the dealers, and there it was sitting. I'm like, bloody hell, that thing's big, Amiga. But you could get so much crap in the back of it.
Yeah.
I used to do my discos out of it. We used to lob 2 speakers in the back with the amps, and then chuck my decks in the boot, and with all my leads. And I used to go and do the local disco out of the back of a Vauxhall Amiga, just hook all the stuff in the hall. And everyone's like, "Where's your van?" Don't need it. I've got an Amiga, mate. It all goes on the back seat.
That's all you need. Yeah.
God, I
actually had an old.
Phil's here, first car, Triumph Toledo, 2000.
I remember 1997, right? Now, I do remember that far back. I was up Falkirk and I was right into the car scene at the time with the boy racers. And I remember Vauxhall Nova GTE turning up. I remember this now. And it had the Calibra turbo engine in it. That was scary. I've never seen a Nova take off down the high street so fast in my life. You know what I mean? It's just that they were the Max Power days, weren't they? I love all that stuff, you know.
Oh God! Oh, do you remember we used to buy the Max Power magazine, and you could buy the special edition that had extra free stickers.
Oh, stickers, and then what was the models' names again? Oh, I know you had like Katie Price and like Jordan and all them, but there was loads of them. I used to just buy the magazine just for them.
Yeah, because you had the old topless bird, didn't you? Spread out on the centre page.
Before the world became sexist,
you won't get away with it anymore.
And all
They
the
banned it, didn't they? They banned it all.
Yeah,
I know what.
You had all the young lads, and they used to say, "Oh God, I've got a custom car. Oh, my car's in Max Power this week. I managed to get in Max Power with this bird draped over my bonnet."
I was so happy with my car ended up on Strathy Cruise website here up in Glasgow. That was back in the day.
Yeah, because obviously Boss's son, well, Phil's lad's into his cars. He's got his BM now. Now our boss when I used to work for the engineering place. The boss, they bought the boss out for about $6.5 million. 65, and he had a blonde on the arm all the time, little 20-year-old blonde. And I went, God blimey, a different bit of skirt every week. He went, yeah, he said, they have a credit card, but £1,000 on it a week. He said, and they're just my arm candy. He said, all I want is a bit of arm candy just to make me look good. He had a Bugatti Veyron, he had an Ariel Atom, he's had Lamborghinis, Ferraris. And he said to me, he said, I've got this one, and he took me out in the Atom, and that was the only car. I've been out in the Veyron, didn't impress me. The Ariel Atom, I shit my pants. I said to him, it takes a lot to actually scare me. I've been out in quite a few fast cars, and I went out in his lad Taylor had this Fiesta, and it had a 2-litre, I think it was a 2-litre STI engine in it or something. And we went down the back straight of Bletchley between the 2 garages, Simon, going down to Tesco's, and he come off the little roundabout in 3rd gear at 60 mile an hour and went to change up to 4th and spun the back wheels up. And my hands gripped the seat. So they were still gripping the seat. You had to peel me out of that seat when I got back. And it's the first time that I've ever, Christ almighty, this car's far. But Taylor is a bloody good driver. But that was the first car in about 20 years that I've sat in and went, Christ almighty, this is fast. Yeah.
Oh,
Spin, and it's spun, and they've got this drift car now, so and it's mad. Well, Simon's seen that drift car. Can't wait to see them take that out and give that a run. Yeah, as I just said, you can all see why we're into bikes now. We're all speed freaks. Yeah,
that's true.
Not me.
God, I'm a Fiesta RS Turbo. I loved that. I had an R32 Skyline. I loved that car.
Oh, just amazing!
It was just too pricey to run. It was just we had it for 3 years, and it was just like MOT cost me £1,000 1 year just to get it through its MOT, and I just went, wow. I was only 25 at the time, and I went, this is just nuts. I can't afford to keep doing this. You know, but that was a frightening machine. R32, Jesus, it just took off all the time, every time.
Yeah,
we've got a couple of guys in the local area that go to car cruises that have all got those. We've got one of the boys in tomorrow for some tyres, so I'll get a photo of his car when it comes in tomorrow because he's having some low profiles put on. but he's gone. They're 235, but there are 40. So the tyre wall is literally that. They are bloody low, and they're a pig to change.
Oh, yeah. Pig to change.
That's a fill job. That is stick fill on the spanners to do that one. I don't do none of us do low pro. It's two people to do a low profile tyre because you've got to lever the hell out of it. It's so hard just to get it off the tyre.
You have to get your weight behind it. You ain't got any of that, have you, Rev?
There's no flex in it.
God.
I'll get a couple of photos of that when it comes in.
Actually, I was going to ask Phil if he's here now. Have we renegotiated Rev's contract where he only gets paid a pizza every week now, as we was talking about last?
I had pizza today, so
that's your wages. That is now, man.
Exactly. I thought he doesn't get enough tea breaks to take have a pizza. How's he got time to have a pizza?
he's on the job.
I was eating on it.
He's vlogging his bike at the same time.
I left half the pizza in the box.
Having a fag.
Fag, pizza, coffee. It's been a bloody busy week this week. Very busy.
Well, do you feel the 125 sales are on the rise?
No. It's picking up slow, but it's bloody slow. By this time, I think 2020 we'd done about 50 bikes by now. Last year we'd done about 25 with COVID. I think we've done about 6 now, 6 or 7. But it's not just us; it's all the dealers across the UK. Everybody's struggling for bike sales, and it's just no one's got any money. Everybody's worried about the recession kicking in. Is there going to be another recession? Gas prices.
I think everybody's worried about how they're going to look electricity and gas.
Electricity.
Yeah. I touched also on this earlier on Simon's video, but I'm lucky enough that I've got a smart meter, so I can see what I'm consuming.
Right.
And on a normal day, we would consume, usually by the end of the day, it's about £2 something. That's for gas and we're lecky combined, right? This morning, put the kids out to school. Wife was downstairs, I was up here, and she came up to see me about 9:30 in the morning, and she was like, there must be something up with the smart meter. It's already reading £2.50 and it's only like 9:30 in the morning. And I was like, well, maybe it's just no reset, that today's the day where all the tariffs change and all that kind of stuff. No, it was right. Normally we're £2 odds a day, and we're now at £9 for the day, and that's kind of what it's going to be.
Yeah, same at 6 o'clock this evening. We don't use much electricity during the day. At 6 o'clock this evening, me and the wife looked at it, and it was over £8.50 already used up for the day.
It's mad. Yeah,
I know it's gone up, but
ours is about £15 to £20 a day at the moment, because obviously we got the hot tub running out the back. That's on electric. Yeah.
Old money bag there. You're paying too much.
You've got Eastman as well.
But, yeah, exactly. But
holy shit!
We were paying, I think, £1,256 last year on the poll tax. Now, we're slightly different from Milton Keynes because obviously we are in a tiny little village. So we get hammered because we've got bigger garden. We're in a village. It's part of Aylesbury Vale, but still classed as Milton Keynes Council. So last year, say £1,300. I've just had my poll tax through for this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's gone up.
Yeah,
mine's gone up £300.
Your water bills and all that, no?
Believe it or not, my water bill is £30 a month. That's it.
See, that's one thing I will say we're pretty fortunate up here for. It's all included in our council tax.
Well, I've hit on a great idea because if I get myself a little water wheel that's got a generator on it, and I have a tap permanently fixed and pouring water onto that for £30, I can generate enough electric so I haven't got to pay the electric bill.
Oh my God. You know something, right? I was Sarah and I were sitting talking about this gas and electricity and all this prices going up. The only people that are going to change it, right? I know it's just my opinion. It might not be popular enough. The only people that have got the power to change it is the people themselves, right? Because if everybody's saying right that, and it's going to be it's eye watering how much it's going to go up. So you have to pay it to keep to maintain your heating and your water in your house and stuff. So if everybody just stops buying everything else, like we just basically stop buying the luxuries, the government's going to start complaining and going, well, they're not buying anything.
Where's our revenue?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're going to have to. They'll do something. If 1 million people stop buying petrol for one day, they would do something about it, wouldn't they?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. And the only people that can stop it is the people themselves. Right. Because we can all complain and whinge, but it's like the unions back in the day. Unless everybody gets together and stops and does stuff, nothing will change. Nothing. When they put VAT up, they said it don't go up for a couple of years. It's never went back. Because we never argued it ever again. You know, because it's
people don't stand together like they used to, Gareth. They don't stand together like they used to. Everybody now is their own out for themselves, and
that's right.
And that's just when we didn't have the fuel crisis last year. That just exacerbated. It showed exactly what people are like. People pulling into the garages, queuing up for 40 minutes to an hour to put £7 worth of fuel in their motor, when their motor usually takes 50 odd quid worth. So that just shows the selfishness of people. Oh no, I've got to make sure I've got a full tank, and all they do is they drive the kids to school and back for 3 mile a day.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everybody in this room is probably going to be in the same position as we are. In order to meet the gas and electric cost price rises, you're going to have to cut back on something else, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So if you're cutting back on that something else, some other business is now going to suffer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's all going to, if everybody just stood together and said, well, we all can't starve and we all can't freeze in our homes, so we'll pay that. But then that means we won't be putting petrol in our cars, or won't be buying new cars every year, or nobody will buy cigarettes anymore. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, all that revenue from cigarettes, they'll go, oh shit, why is nobody buying cigarettes anymore? Well, nobody can afford it. Well, we need to do something to get this money back.
Exactly. Luxury items are the first thing to go, aren't they? So
yeah. It's the same old thing. I mean, when I used to work in the refinery in Grangemouth, and when they when they went on strike and they basically said that's it, we just would have shut the place down. They shouldn't have done something about it.
There we go for all you piss takers.
Oh my god,
that's the back garden.
Now we know where the OnlyFans account's bloody filmed.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I want my back garden, to be fair.
So if you've got 2,500 subscribers and do a live feed every Friday night, you too can have one of those.
You too can own a hot tub.
Mental.
He's got a deck chair and a banjo out there and all.
Oh yeah.
4 pictures for a £5.
I'll tell you what, if you think that's bad, you should see the house over at the back corner.
Oh my god, he's got a swimming pool.
He's got a double garage, and his shed is the same size as my back garden.
Oh.
And he's got I think it's a CJ7 Jeep. The original old Willys, like a Willys Jeep, but he's got
yeah.
But the new version.
Right, nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
He can afford it.
It's the people who complain about the gas and electric, and like people like Rev, when they say, "Oh, I'm £20 or £30 a day," Oh wow, that's a lot. I've got a jacuzzi and like a Olympic sized swimming pool at the back. Heated, of course.
Heated, yeah.
I'll tell you what, there's nothing better than getting home from work, having your grub, and going jumping in the hot tub for half hour.
Yeah, big gold chain.
My neighbour does that. Yeah,
with a cigar and a glass of wine,
and his Lockwood t-shirt. And he's
speedos. Mark's
his wet Lockwood t-shirt.
Yeah. I'll see you sent in the black one so it goes see-through. Yeah.
The Lockwood t-shirt. The nipples show through in this.
But the sticker. Look, sticker.
Oh god, he put the stickers over your nipples.
No, that was L's, wasn't it?
Here's your Vlogstar. Lockwood Rev can help you with all your back door. Oh dear.
There you go, mate. Yep, you could help me. Come and stay with me for a couple of weeks.
Oh God.
Make a new man of you.
I was thinking this. I was thinking this today, and I know I'm probably reading too much into it, but when they did this whole, what was that big summit they had in Glasgow when they were trying to cut down on carbon?
The GA.
Or the G,
yeah.
whatever it was called, yeah. And they were talking about by 2030 or something, they were going to cut right back on carbon. Do you think there's a possible chance that firing up all the prices of gas in Lakey means that we'll use less because it's too expensive for us to use it?
Mm.
And that might be one reason why it is so high, because it's one way of changing. It's changing trends, isn't it? It's stopping us using so much and sticking an extra jumper on.
I've got my opinion.
Rather than putting heating on, yeah.
The thing is, if we did that, if we all went to using less hydrocarbons, shall we say, because I don't like using the word finite resources because it's a made-up word. It's almost like people who complain, it's a case of, well, you might as well strip your ass down and walk home naked, because oil and gas basically makes everything, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like from your clothes to your synthetics.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and your cars, everything.
Right, everything. But for me, part of the information that I can kind of like get put into this subject is we're all part of this OPEC, aren't we? The oil producing and exporting countries, and Russia obviously was part of that, or is part of that, whatever way you want to look at it. And now there's a ban on the oil that's coming out of Russia, so that they accounted for mega percentage of the oil that was produced in the world. If that oil is no longer getting produced, the oil that's left is now going up in price. You know, so
is that like profiteering?
What's that?
Is that like profiteering then?
Yes. So, do you remember a couple of years ago when they were? Remember when Iran decided to get into OPEC, and then when Iran started pumping oil, the price dropped. Remember?
Yeah.
Right, and then OPEC went crazy, right, because they were putting that much oil in that the price of petrol just went. It didn't tank, but it started to come down really quickly.
Yeah.
And then they started to like say, "Whoa, put the brakes on a little bit, you know, cut it back a little touch." And then when they put the brakes on, the price went back up again. Right. So it's the same thing. Like Saudi Arabia has kept very quiet, haven't they? They're kind of sitting there like this. So if the things, I'm not going to go into the politics of Russia on that tonight, but if Russia gets back into the game and the oil gets pumped back into the OPEC system, then the price of fuel will start to drop and the price of gas will start to drop, because gas and oil and all that are all interlinked.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, Saudis can produce more to cover the loss. That's true. I agree with that. I'm looking at the comment and decide. Yep, I've personally seen some of the oil fields, and I can see I can imagine that all it is it's just a tap for them. Open, please. Close more. Right. You know. So, but yeah, right. I do think that there is a reason behind it. Let's cause it to get more drastic in price. But the thing is, it'll cause everything else to go up at the same time. Clothing, your domestics, everything will go up in price.
Everything's going to go up.
The bread goes up.
Yeah. So I don't see the advantage of them doing it right now, because it'll affect everybody. It's like you're going for this alternative energy. So right now, then, well, why is electric going up when we've got all these wind farms?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, why are we going up? We've been making these wind farms are appearing everywhere. You know, why are they going up?
Because wind farms, there's loads of them appearing all over.
Yeah, exactly. Because it costs more to run them. You know, because it takes electricity to start the damn things. They need to go.
Then you've got the maintenance of them, haven't you? You've got all the engineers that are out there having to climb up them and fix them.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And it's just. I'm a big. I do believe it's to keep the hipsters happy. You know, oil and gas will be around forever, and we'll just be fighting this all day long. You know, I mean, I was paying 57 pence a litre when I was like 17 for petrol, and now it's.
I remember when I used to pay that for a gallon.
Well, okay, that's you're a bit older than me, Simon.
Yeah.
I mean, here's a thing that you might know. I mean, they talked about for years when Scotland was going to be independent that we were an oil-rich country.
Yeah.
And we could pump it out with an abundance of oil.
Yeah.
And then it seemed to be scaled down a lot, especially in Aberdeen. There was so many redundancies, so many companies went bust up there that it seemed to change. But I don't know if we have that abundance.
Well, the price of oil up until a few years ago, I could talk. I only know some figures, but I know about 2000 and I know a lot of companies invested a lot into their oil, like their wells, and it was costing on average about $28 a barrel to extract it, and then they were selling it at 65, and it was all due to that. It was the cost of running and maintenance. So when they managed to get the cost of the maintenance down to like $28, they were able to sell it at 65, and then the price of oil and petrol were kind of balanced. And then when all these other countries started pumping into OPEC, it's like, there's no big demand for our oil. Brent oil is quite expensive, can be quite expensive. So because our oil in the UK, especially in Scotland, was subsidised with Russian oil, believe it or not. Here out in the Forth, you got Dalmeny.
Yeah.
You've got Hounds Point. Where that Hounds Point, that port there, I'm sure a long time ago, it was the Russian oil was coming in here, and they were using Russian. They were actually refining Russian oil in Grangemouth, as well as UK, as the same as oil from the continental shelf from the UK, because we couldn't produce enough oil to keep the refinery going.
Right.
So, it's all interlinked, isn't it? It's all politics, isn't it? So,
yeah.
I don't want to go on about it because a lot of folk will have their own opinions of it. I just work in the industry. I just kind of know a little bit here and there. So,
yeah.
Right. Anyway, gentlemen, it's been a long, tiring week for me, and I'm gonna head off to bed now. So
let's
about to say, you're not doing yours tonight, Simon?
No. I've only just got back from Liverpool today, so
all right, no worries, mate. No worries.
I've had a busy 3 days up there doing the right thing. And I should now be heading off to bed. And I'm not going anywhere Sunday because I've got my AGM to do on Sunday. So hopefully next week we'll get a bit back to normal. Got a bit of travelling to do. I'm down in London next week.
I might, because Phil can't make next Thursday, Simon, but I might do the Oakley bike run, weather dependent. It looks like it's going to pee down and rain though, so we'll probably do it the week after that.
This Thursday I'm working till 8, and the following week I think I'm in Cornwall. So.
Oh well, so just me and Phil then.
Yeah, I can never do Oakley. I did try and get them to change it till Friday, but they wouldn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Even though I've got a friend that sits on the committee. So.
Well, hopefully we'll get some decent shots of that VN out on a run, because I think Phil's going to take the VN down to Sausage this Sunday, put it up with a little sticker on it, so up for sale. Take some leaflets down on that one. Try and get that gone. Bit of luck. So yeah, have yourself a good week, mate.
I will do. Rev, Lockwood, Burning Gas, and Mrs. Burning Gas. Take care. Everybody in the side chat.
Take care, buddy.
Keep it rubber side down.
Take care, Simon. Speak to you soon, mate. Have a good one.
Right. On that note, guys, I'm going to make a stage exit left myself.
Exactly. Plans for the week, Gareth?
Going to get some bike riding done. Not actually, just want to go out and enjoy riding my bike for a little while. Not going to take any cameras. Just going to go out and ride this week coming, and take Sarah's bike out and get and enjoy a little bit more riding on that Indian to see what that's like as a little kind of roadster, because it's quite nimble, the little shot that I've had. So I'm quite looking forward to that. And
good.
That was it. So.
Brilliant. So, as I say, guys, Simon's just gone. Simon GTR 1400 on YouTube. You can check them all out in the description down below. Gareth over here, Burning Gas, Hauling Gas. Go and check his channel out. Give him a follow. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. He does the lot. Definitely go and check his TikTok out. He was the one that got me into TikTok and said, "Oh, you get so many viewers, you get more money than you do on YouTube." So yeah, go and follow him on TikTok. Give him a follow. He's got some good videos up. Thanks for coming in, Gareth. Much appreciated. Enjoy your weekend. Obviously, don't forget Lockwood 92, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook as well. Go and follow that guy down there. We are off. If you happen to be watching this on catch up before Sunday, we are doing the run from Eclipse Motorcycles this weekend, Sunday. If you are coming, keep the volume down, pulling into the yard, please. Nice and quiet. Anyone red bombing or making noise will not be allowed on further rides with us. So keep it nice, be nice. Got a lot of people coming, so hopefully DMR Club are going to come down. We've got the 1000cc Club, try and get a few of their members down, have a run down to Super Sausage for the weekend. You can't beat a Super Sausage on a Sunday, as they say. Whatever you're doing, guys, thanks for coming in. Thanks to Gareth, obviously burning gas, hauling us. Thanks a lot. We're going to check his latest video out. Zhead and the Ayrshire Vlogster have all done the same run. You get to see those bikes all at different angles as well. So thanks for everybody that's coming on the side chat. So Roly, Crumbly, Ponkster, MT Belly. There was loads of people in there tonight. Go and follow it back. James Hicks as well, Greg, Crazy Dad Biker, Boo Rider, Ayrshire Vlogster, Ali Langley, RSPD Nerd, which is obviously Boo Rider's boy, Brandon. Don't forget as well, we're going to be pushing that probably in about April, May time, this mental health awareness run that we're doing in August. So we're going to be pushing that big time, looking for some sponsors on that. We'll see if we can get Vipers behind us, Viper helmets to chuck something in for us, to chuck out to Brandon to stick in his raffle as well. But thanks very much for joining, guys. Been really good fun. As always, don't forget, Friday nights, 8 o'clock, the normal place, the normal time, the bikes, the beers, the bollocks, the good old chat about a bit of everything. After 9 o'clock, it does get messy. But for the first hour, we do chat bikes. And then from 9 o'clock, it's anything goes. Until next time, guys, if you are about, we shall catch you on the live streams. Or don't forget, check out the Facebook with all the descriptions of all the bikers in there. But until the next time, in normal tradition, be well, ride safe, and from RB, it's a big goodbye from me. Take care, guys.
See you later. Cheers.
Bye.